SKOL Vikes, SKOL Vikes. In the building.
Yo, yeah,
Let's
man.
let's get it, man. A stream that should have been happened a while ago, man.
Hey,
I mean,
we only 55 minutes late. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but a thing, man. You know, man, we good. We good. We in the building though. You feel me? That's all
yeah,
that matters.
yeah, got me and rap in the building, man. Finna chop it up, real SKOL Vikes type shit, man.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. Hey, we've been long overdue. You know, hey, the link up, man. This been in the works. So I'm glad we finally been able to get it together tonight. Although, hey, it didn't go as planned at 7,
Yeah,
but guess what, man? We were relentless, kind of like our Vikings, bro. Relentless. We didn't
yeah.
give up.
Facts, man. Big facts, man. How you liking the way them boys finishing strong, man?
Man, last night was crazy, bro. Like you know, I was, to be honest with you, I ain't have no faith in winning last, because the Lions had something to play for. Like, it was, they needed
Right,
to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. We just was playing
right,
for
right,
pride. But man, like, to
right.
go out
Yeah,
there with Max Brosman had 3 yards, dog. Three
three,
net yards.
crazy,
Three,
and
bruh.
still won the game, man. Still won the game.
B Flow
Hey,
won the
that,
game. Now I'm gonna tell you, EJ, the reason why I picked B Flow to be on the thumbnail too was because
yeah, yeah,
I always hear how highly you speak of B Flow, bruh, and how much you know appreciate him and respect him, and feel like he need to be the ringleader of this team. And last
right.
night, man, he showed once again, bruh, that let him take control and we gonna catch the dub. You hear me?
Yeah, man. I've been saying, you no disrespect to KOC, but I just feel like if I had it my way, man, it would be B Flow for the head coach. You know, KOC quarterbacks coach. I feel like Brian Flores, though, he just he brings so much to the table. You look what he did with the defense, lack of a
Yeah.
secondary, lack of talent since he been here. But every year they got better, bro. With a lack of talent, you know. So I'm like, the intensity he bring, the energy, he doing something right. Players like to play for him, love to play for him. So I'm like, man, I know it's probably not realistic. They fired KOC, but you just look at Brian Flores' resume, dog. I just hope he
Yeah.
stay. You're
Yeah,
I
no, the
hope he
truth, and the thing is too, bruh, is like, I mean, shit. As long as B Flow can stay around, I think where is, if KOC was smart, he would try his hardest, and Quasi, they would try their hardest to retain B Flow. Like, even, and
right.
I know B Flow wants to be a head coach though. That's the only thing. Like, bro, want to be a head coach. So the moment the door opens, he ain't gonna think twice about it. He out of there. He
So let
out
me
of there, man.
let me ask you this. So you think if they pay him head coach money, even with head coaching offers, you think he'll stay?
I don't think so, man. That's my opinion. I don't think so, because I
Man,
think, because if, I don't know if you remember, EJ, he did a podcast with Adam Schefter on Spotify. They had a podcast. This was last off season, and
mm,
specifically asked him, hey man, do you want to be a head coach again? And he said,
right.
absolutely. Like, that's my ultimate goal. That his ultimate goal is to be that. So like, he's pushing for that. So I don't think money, to me, I don't know if it's a financial thing, because I mean, they
Yeah,
already rich. You know what I mean? They got bread. Bread ain't the issue. He wants to be that guy. He wants to run a team. So I think he'll dip out.
think he'll
Yeah, I
go,
think
huh?
he'll dip out, bro. I think he'll go, bro. And that ain't gonna be good for Quasi. I'm gonna tell you that. I
It'll
mean,
be
for Quasi or
horrible.
KO.
It'll be horrible, man. Because Quasi, you think about it, as far as his drafting, he really didn't set Brian Flores back, and Flores had to adapt.
Yeah,
He had to
yeah.
adapt with. I mean, how many years we've seen a lack of talent in certain areas, whether it be the trenches, the secondary, even this year, secondary probably the weakest link of the team, though.
Bruh, the weakest, bro. And the crazy part is, speaking of the secondary, when you got Hitman actually wanting to show up now, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hitman want to show up the last 3, 4 games, bruh, all of a sudden. So now I'm curious to know. I was asking people last night. I was
Yeah,
like, do you think he gonna come back? Like, would we accept that as fans too? Like, are we gonna embrace him coming back if he decides to do that? Like, how do we
right.
feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
So my hitman,
Yeah.
yeah, I think in this Flores scheme, if he come back 1 year, but take another restructure, and understand he won't be a starter because he's no longer a starter, bro. Like he done lost 2-3 steps for real. You see him in pass coverage, piss poor, bro. I mean, come on. No disrespect. We all respect him, but he been piss poor in pass coverage, man. He's similar to Metellus for real. Me personally, I think Metellus need to lose a little weight. He gonna be a safety, dog.
Hey, for sure, bro. Hey, it's crazy you say that, bro. Hey, dog do look like he gained some weight and not the good type. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like it slowed him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Bro looking like Debo Samuel out there, man. When Debo Samuel came out this year, bro, I'm like, well, wait. I'm like, hold up, man. Why Metellus look like he gained some weight, man?
Man. That boy can't even cover tight ends, dog. Damn, fullbacks.
Nah, facts, bro. Facts, bro. Like, shout out to the chat, man. TP said, "Rap, this look like your evil twin, man. This is my twin, man. This big SKOL right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? This big SKOL
we
right
here,
here."
Man. And let's check this chat right quick.
I'm gonna tell you, Delton was waiting for this link up, bro. Shout out my boy Delton, man. He been waiting for this link up, man. He been saying, man, you got to get EJ on, yeah.
Delton in the builder.
I'm surprised he was in the last stream and commented, man. I can't wait for that. He'll pop in. He'll pop in.
Shout out Cody Fullen in the building, man.
Let's go, man. Yeah, we got everybody in the building.
Get it, man.
Everybody, make sure y'all gotta make sure y'all subscribe, man. The big SKOL over there, man. We be doing the watch parties, dog. Be chilling, talking Vikings, man. Y'all gotta be tapped in over there too, man. Go tap in over there for sure. Make sure you subscribe button.
And it's your first time seeing Rap, subscribe to his channel, man. Heavy, straight up.
Absolutely, man, for sure, bro. Let's get it. And look, the team. Speaking of that, man. T-Bell, we got T-Bell in the building. Let's go, T-Bell. I see you, bro.
Man.
I mean, I wanted to ask you, right? Because it's crazy. Because me and you did a show. That might have been last year, right? That might have been last off season. I feel like, bro. It definitely been too long. So I don't think we really had to have a conversation about the whole quarterback. And obviously, I tap in with you when I get an opportunity to, you know. But let's talk about JJ McCarthy, bro. Like, where you at with it? And for you people who don't know, and I know it's obvious now because you could see the flag hanging behind him. But he a Bama, hey, he Bama heavy now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, heavy with it.
But
how you feel about JJ McCarthy? I know he did your boys dirty last year in the playoffs, you know what I mean, or the year before in the playoffs, man. But how you feel about him as the Vikings quarterback?
Hey man, hey, I love McCarthy. That's my brother, dog.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go 9, bro. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm rocking with all the way, bro. It's crazy with McCarthy, right, man? Because you know, if you remember the draft, like I wasn't heavy on McCarthy. I was one of the ones saying, "Hey, draft Penix, boom." I was really mad when they didn't draft Penix. So at first, I always loved his mental, you know, who he was mentally, like how he prepped himself, got himself together, and he was a winner, you know. But as far as I had questions about his accuracy, you know, arm top. I didn't know he had that much arm power. When I saw that, I said, damn, that boy got a rocket. If anything, you develop him around that because every quarterback can't make the throws that he done delivered this year. I understand he done made mistakes, people, but it's crazy to me. People ready to shit can him, get him up out of there, but they love Kirk Cousins so much. Man was here for
dog.
Rap, bro. He here for 6 years. He didn't do nothing, bro. He won one playoff game, dog, and that was because of the defense. He didn't win that Saints game for real. He had a good throw. So what, dog? Come on. That was an easy throw.
When you say EJ heavy, bro. Like
heavy,
real, man.
Come on, man. But they ready to say JJ McCarthy, get up out of here. Not even a full year, bro, of being healthy either. Like, then they want to talk about injuries. Injuries happen. There's no guarantee he's gonna be injured again next year. So you're gonna say he's not it. I mean, you talk about Burrow stay injured. It ain't no guarantee.
Burrow do stay injured.
You know, but McCarthy, who he is as a player, what I've seen before he got hurt, this last game, the progress he's making, bro, the throws he's made. Everybody forget the man won us 2 games. We should have beat the Bears twice. Weak ass special teams. I don't know what they doing. But McCarthy, he's proven he can play ball, bro. It took him some time. I mean, that's what it is. That's part of the process. But he's catching up quickly and swiftly, bro. Heavy.
So how do you feel? But how do you feel about, like, because obviously the elephant in the room is the injuries, right? And it is something because like I'm riding for him too, bro. Like everybody knows that been tapped in with me. I'm a die-hard JJ McCarthy fan, bro. Like because I support Michigan on the college side of things too. So but I will say though, man, like
hey, hold on. Hey, Rat, hold on. I gotta ask you, bro. Hold on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with that boy Moore, dog?
Wait,
What's up
who?
with Moore, man, in Michigan, bro? What he got
Oh
going?
man, hey, look, man, the scandals, man, the scandal, man, messing with them scallywags, man. It go down like that sometimes, man. Be like that sometimes. You hear me? No,
Got him in
dog. No,
trouble,
dog out
dog.
of pocket. He out of pocket. He definitely
Damn,
out of pocket, man. I don't know
man.
what the hell going on there, man. That's
Man,
that's nasty work.
had a perfect opportunity, bro. Man,
Perfect,
that's
bro. Blew millions, bro.
yeah.
Crazy.
I just had to throw that in there real quick, man. That's how
Yeah,
you felt
nah,
about
facts,
it.
bro. You can't make this shit up, man. You really can't, bro. But like
Yeah,
what with JJ though, because the injuries, we talk about the injuries, and I'm like, all right, at some point, even for the supporters, the diehard supporters, like we
right.
have to understand that he do need to be available because we can't continue to have the conversations over and over again of him not being ready because I think it's prolonging the process. But he's young. It just depends, I guess, on how long you plan on being patient with this process. You feel me? Like, what is your timeline? What does the timeline look like for you?
Like as far as him being fully developed and winning, playing good ball.
Right, like playing a ball consistently.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, I feel like he's been consistent the last 3 games. I've seen enough from him to move forward with him, and all this quarterback talk, bringing somebody else in. No, man.
Yeah,
As far as timeline, next year he needs to build on this year. So boom, he needs to look more prepared, look better. First week of the season, of
yeah,
course he got to stay healthy. But we talking about timelines. I mean, you still got to get a man time for real. But if we say
facts.
a real timeline, he need to be performing at a high level first game of the season, heavy,
Yeah, yeah,
making
no,
noise in
facts.
camp, all that.
Hey,
You
let's go
know,
like a dog in the street. You hear me?
that's all.
Hey, for sure. Hey, hit that super chat you got, EJ, from SKOL Mafia.
Super chat.
He dropped
A
that
word.
he dropped that 1999 on your channel, man.
Shout out, SKOL Mafia, man. SKOL Mafia in the building, man.
Man, shout out my
Appreciate
SKOL,
it,
bro, tapping in with big SKOL over there, dropping that love over there, man. Appreciate that for sure, dog. Like, hey, look, I think this offseason is gonna be a great opportunity for JJ McCarthy. I will say there's gonna be a ton of pressure on him though going into the season for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because the crazy part is the first injury he gets,
Oh man.
man, people gonna be like, oh man. And I want to go back, I want to double back on what you said, like not bringing anybody in. I'm gonna give a
Yeah.
little bit of pushback, right? Because I think we need to I definitely think we need to bring somebody in. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to bring somebody in to compete with JJ McCarthy's QB1 job. But man, you saw what we saw last night from Max Brosmer, dog. We need a backup, bruh. We need a backup though, bruh.
Yeah. QB. See me, I feel like was that actually enough to judge Brosma though?
Well,
I mean,
are you using Seattle's game and this game as kind of a way to say, all right, he's somewhere in the middle, and like even
okay,
the middle, bruh, like
right. All right, check. So say we do the Seattle game. I understand that probably was one of the worst plays in history. Made no sense. He clearly panicked. But at the end of the
right,
day, he's a UDFA, but he made a bad move. But your coach put him in that situation in the first place. See, to me, it's like, with this quarterback play, I get it. They need, you need to improve. Certain stuff is inexcusable. But at the end of the day, bro, everybody be giving KOC a pass, and really he been getting it for about 3 years, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
As far as his play calling, bro, play calling in big games. I mean, come on, bro. Winning in a regular,
you on point. You on point with that? Yeah, no.
regular.
Yeah, because and that's the crazy, bro. Everybody been talking about, like, a lot of people lately. I'll say this season, you've been on that.
Yeah.
You've been on that, bro. Zoe been on that.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of us that in the community that been on that. I can admit I haven't been on that, but this year I jumped on board with that because now I see, man. I can see, like, yeah, he's a liability now, man. He's not putting. And last night was the prime example too. I had Northfield on. Yeah, like he did Max Brosmer wrong, bro. He could have put him in a better situation to really blow the doors off the Lions, bro. The defense set us up to blow the doors off them boys.
Should have beat the man. Bro, I don't care what nobody talking about. We got a Super Bowl caliber defense. You say falls here and there, Flores make it work. This is a Super Bowl caliber defense, especially how they playing now. If the Vikings were to get in the playoffs or could, wouldn't nobody want to see that defense, bro. I stand on that.
That's a fact.
Now the offense, they ready to eat the offense. Offense ain't shit. But that defense, motherfuckers don't want that heat, bro.
No, that's a
You know what I
fact,
mean?
bro. No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And the Hitman said it last night. You watch his interview at the end of the game and
Yeah.
he pretty much was saying, bro, like, hey, this might have been one of the best defensive performances that I've ever been a part of last night on Christmas.
Oh,
Now that says a lot coming from a guy who's been in the league that many years and has played a
yeah.
ton of football, bro, and was on a
Yeah.
great defense. 2019. He's
Yep.
saying
17.
that last night or no 17, yeah, like that when we had
18
the
too.
number one,
18 too. 18
bro.
too, right?
He's pretty much saying that, bro. Last night was one of the best times that
Come
he's
on,
ever
dog.
had playing out there, bro. And one of the best before they were flying around. I mean, it was
Bruh.
lit last night, bro. I did not expect that on Christmas, bro. Hey, thank you, Vikings. Hey, straight up, thank you.
It's SKOL Vikes, man.
SKOL Vikes, baby. For sure, bro. SKOL Vikes. I want to talk about that Metellus thing again, real quick, Big SKOL, because that's funny, bro. Like that
But
you
the
say
weight,
that. Yeah, like because I never mentioned it, but it's crazy you say that because I've thought when I'm watching them, I'm looking at it, and we have talked about it on live where we say, man, Metellus seemed like he fell off a little bit, bro. Like he wound up getting his money, and then what the hell happened?
he can't cover nobody, bro. You know,
and
but
almost
I mean,
can't tackle no more.
yeah, I mean, but he was doing it last year too. He's always had coverage problems, man. Now you put him up front, he like Hitman. You put him up front, close to the line. If he want to gain weight and shit, bet make him a linebacker. But if we talking about coverage skills, no, man. You can't put him on an island with nobody. You know.
But the tackling irritates me too, bro. The punching at the ball and not tackling, bro. Like
a lot of bad tackling this year, man. A lot of bad tackling this year, bro. No cap. But as far as the Max Brosma, I'm not against him at QB2 right now. I feel like you gotta KOC got to put him in a better situation. The O-line was piss poor versus the Lions. You know, I understand that at a certain point in times he held the ball too long, but at the end of the day, the O-line was not. The O-line ain't been good, bro. We got dudes like SKOL on that bitch.
Yeah, man. I call him Sucker.
SKOL, man. He's horrible, dog. You know, and,
bad, bro.
And you see when KOC runs the ball, they still can be, you know, solid in the run game. So why not lean on that? KOC did the same thing with the Lions. He get back to the pass. Second and long, he passing. He just gives up on, like, he has a meltdown, bro, every time.
No, so this is my thing, EJ. I think bruh should be practice squad shawty. I'm being honest, bruh. I think it need to be practice squad shawty, man. Like, this is my thing. I'm not giving up on Max because I know it's not his fault, right? And the truth is he just is who he is. Like he's a UDFA. The story, everybody bought into it. He played for Minnesota. I actually had an opportunity to watch him live in HD in person, man. Shout out my boy Yogi when I went up there last year for SKOL Fest, man. We sat bottom row, bro. I'm talking about I was able to touch the dog. You know what I'm saying? So he watched him play.
He was in Minnesota?
Yeah, he played for he played Minnesota University, the Golden Gophers, you know, and got to watch him, and he had a great game that game too. And like I say that to say like the story is easy to buy into, you know, and I feel like as Vikings fans, we're so ready to just have that guy because I don't know if you saw this Big SKOL where at the beginning of the season, right before all of this started, and then maybe we'll say even 3 weeks into the season, there was a rumor going around, right, where KOC and the guys were holding Max Brosmer close to the vest because he actually processes the game better than JJ McCarthy. He reads defenses better than JJ McCarthy. This is better than and you know.
You think that's fact? They're really doing that?
Yeah, now, but that's the thing. We got the answers now, right? Like, who believes that now?
You know right. Yeah, cap.
That shit, big cap, bro. Like, for real.
We got 499. Who is this? Is
man? Shout out Jackson, man. Appreciate Jackson with the super chat. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Jackson, man. Hell yeah.
He said, "SKOL from my work, Domino's." Okay, let's go, man. Shout out Domino's Pizza, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro. Shout out
Jackson. Hey, Jackson, make sure you when you get a chance, Jackson, go subscribe to my dog EJ, man. Big SKOL. It's in the title. All you gotta do is hit the title, man. Go show him some love, man. He does watch parties, all that, just like me, bro. Pretty much same setup, man. Shit, we be talking it every day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta link up more, but you know, hey, we do the same thing.
No, yeah, shout out Noah Bird, man. Let's go heavy, man.
Yeah,
Let's get
man.
it, man.
Shout out Norris Birdman, man. Look at man, Norris Birdman. You know, Norris Birdman, man. I still got your charms you gave me, Norris Birdman, when I was up in Minnesota, man. I love the charms, bro. You know, I got you. I keep it right here.
That's what's
So,
up, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. Shout my dog, man.
So yeah, but Brosman, yeah, I don't know. I think more development he could be a QB too, man. But we'll
Yeah,
see,
no,
bro.
I think that. I think with more development, I don't think it's. I mean, I think we've seen enough this year. Like with the little sample size we've seen, I don't think we
Yeah.
should go into next season with him being the two, though. In my opinion, if we're trying to be serious, and the reason why I say that too, EJ, is because of JJ McCarthy's injury history. Now, this is the thing. I'm going into next year expecting him not to get injured. But the truth is, the reality is we seen what has been happening, and we need to make sure we got some insurance there. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I don't think Max Brosmer quite is there yet when it comes to that insurance. But like I said before, I don't want to bring in no quarterback that's expecting to get a bag either. You know the Kyler Murrays are being talked about, the Mac Jones are being talked about, and then obviously the big one with Burrow. But those things, I mean, let me ask you this: if it's not Max Brosmer at 2, right? What's the name you gonna throw out there? Who would you think to be QB2 for us in 2026?
QB2, man. Tell you the truth, man. What veterans are available next year? I would have to check that out.
So my thing is that I got 2 names. I want your thoughts on it. I want some feedback. These are the 2 names, and you might trip out, bro, because these names are crazy. They left field, but Mitchell Trubisky is one of them. Mitchell Trubisky. Now, let me give you my reasoning real quick, just so you know why I'm picking these 2 players. Mitchell Trubisky has sat. First of all, when he definitely isn't a first round pick, but when he was on the Chicago Bears, he used to give us problems, and he had potential. He had potential. I think he was just he was on the Bears during a time where they were in turmoil, so you didn't really get to see his full package that he can provide. You watch him now, he's sitting behind Josh Allen. He's been sitting behind Josh Allen for the last, 3 years, I believe, maybe 4.
Right.
And a good system, right? Learning behind a guy like Josh Allen. And it just seems like something could be there, right? If he was to come and team up with Kevin O'Connell. The next person, EJ, is Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson sound crazy, but he got a chip on his shoulder. Bro balled in college, man. And this is the thing. Just keep in mind that we're talking about the QB2, somebody who we're hoping doesn't have to get on the field. But at least I will feel better going into the game with one of those guys, other than Kevin O'Connell coming out and say Max Brosmer is getting the hat today. All right, because I don't want to see that if we got some actual something to play for in 2026. Man, Max Brosmer, we can't depend on B-Flow to save us every time, even though it seems like he does. But we got to cut the man some slack, bruh.
Oh yeah, definitely. But see, right there. So you said Trubisky and Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
I like, to me, like, it's I feel like Max Brosmer has more developing to do, and you give me Trubisky or Zach Wilson, I think like you pretty much get what you get. I feel like Max Brosmer, you give him another year in the KOC offense and the scheme. And I hope KOC adjusts his scheme to his quarterbacks and learns from this season. and you know what I'm saying? That's going to play a role as well. A lot relies on KOC. But I feel like just what I've seen from Brosmer, the progress he even shown versus the Lions. I mean, it wasn't a great game, but pressure in his face. He didn't do nothing stupid. He didn't turn the ball over, right? Protected the ball for the most part. And when KOC was giving some good play calls, it was solid. And he had a nice throw to Jetta with a corner route. So my thing is like, Zach Wilson, we know who he is. He's not that good. Trubisky, what can he really give you? So I feel like just as far as the future and overall, like who can really benefit the most, I feel like it's Max Brosmer, man. Now, I mean, you can bring a vet in and just give him a competition, see what's up. But as far as the 2, I don't know. I got to stick with, like, I'm saying, he's younger. We've seen the skills. Yeah. You give him another season under KOC. If KOC and McCown are who they say they are, then boom, him and McCarthy, they should be a lot better. McCarthy here, he here.
Yeah, I mean, they should, right? But I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be like, I just don't know if I trust KOC anymore to really develop a young quarterback, bro. We see what's going on with Max Brosmer, bro. Like, I mean, this dude, man. I mean, QB2. If if that's the argument we want to make, like I'm talking about the Vikings
Yeah.
Nation,
Yeah.
cool, because we brought him in. But like, man, I just don't think I don't think it would be a good situation, bro, if an injury happened. And the only reason why I say that is because JJ McCarthy has been getting injured so much to
Yeah.
where the expectations are him to probably get injured again next season based off of what we have in front of us now. Although we don't want that to happen, but shit, man, we just got to make sure we got a backup plan. And I don't feel like Brosmer is the backup, should be the backup plan just going into 2026. QB3, cool. Leave him at QB3. You feel me?
Yeah. And I wouldn't be mad if they found a veteran QB could come in and be the QB2 solid. I'm all with that as well. I'm just
because
saying,
that's another thing too, Big Skull. We have a young quarterback room, bro. Bro, we got pretty much had two. Right now we pretty much got 2 rookies.
Yeah,
as our quarterbacks.
Yep. Yeah, one undrafted.
That's crazy, right? Like we don't.
Bro. Shout out Share Money in the building, man. Gotta shout out Share Money in the building.
Let's go, man. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building, man. This a show right here, man. I love this convo, man. This dialogue, man. I'm glad we got the link up, for sure.
Facts, man. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man, because I think a lot of this offseason, and bro, like Quasi and KOC, like I've been saying, if the Will said, boom, we got 2 more ready to hire and it's good names and they fire both of them, I wouldn't be mad. I know it probably ain't gonna happen, but me personally, I wouldn't be mad, bro, because I feel like year 4, what are we doing here? Even with McCarthy, it goes back to KOC and his staff. When he started coaching correctly, changing his scheme to fit McCarthy, who he is, and he's a dog. We all seen it. The offense ran smoother. And once the game started slowing down, McCarthy, he looking like a John Elway, but more athletic out there. The dude has skills, he has talent, bro, and you can't coach his arm. So this offseason here is going to be Quasi under the microscope and KOC under the microscope, bro. Ain't no way around it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying it. It's like the whole NFL, some of KOC's buddies, whoever, he's protected. They don't want to say, hey, like even the question the media asks, it's never KOC, why did you do this? It's always a way to go around it. But you get McCarthy on the podium, boom, they had him heavy. You get Jordan Addison, they had him heavy. So I'm like, we got to look at the coaches, period. And you can compare both sides, defensive side, offensive side. Flores, KOC, who's performing better? And KOC got more talent on the offensive side, way more. No disrespect, but way more. The receiver positions is crazy. You saw Jordan Addison. That boy got up to 21 miles per hour running that bitch. Come on, man.
That boy, nice. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they talking about trade him. For what? I understand you want to, come on, bro. At some point in time, we got to identify the obvious. And for 4 years, this man, KOC, has not coached a full 4 quarters, not one game. That's what pisses me off, bro. And if you look at the eye test, when you put in McCarthy in the right situation, when he's healthy, he can ball. Play calling was damn near piss poor this year, bro, especially in big moments. 3rd and 1, you doing a play action to the short side of the field, That's my whole thing. Like this offseason.
You're doing a tight end sneak?
Come on, man, a tight end sneak with Soft Hawkinson. Yo, paid 17 mil, bro, a year.
That's crazy, bro. No, facts, bro. Like it is that. I think that's the issue. And this is speaking on that too, right? When you think about, I seen a tweet. This was a couple weeks ago where they were talking about Quasi and Kevin O'Connell, but this leans more towards Kevin O'Connell. He's like the first coach that hasn't won a playoff game in his first 5 years, like being able to stay the coach for 4 years, going in his 5th year, and hasn't won anything yet. Like that says a lot there, bro. Like I think Jay Gruden, they said was the only other one. So I say that to say, bro, gotta win it. We have to win a playoff game, bro, in 2026.
Bro,
we don't want no participation trophies in 2026, bro. That's over with, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. This was supposed to be the year where they make the playoffs with McCarthy or not. First round, you make the first round, you go out, all right, bet you made progress. We got no playoff appearance. Yeah, they finishing strong, but at the end of the day, you had a defense to carry you, man. All you needed was a little bit from your offense. Just be a good offense, hell. Give us 17, man, 17 a game. Do that. Stay in the game. Come on, bro. We did the same shit last year, going stagnant, not scoring points, all that, man.
Bro,
Shout
you know
out
the
T.
crazy thing is all we really need is all we needed was a little bit above average offense and
Yeah.
like just some competent play calling, bro, in situational situations, right?
Yeah.
And these because he's the situational master, is what he likes to call it. And like you were saying, bro, like nobody wants to blame KOC. Why is it that everybody from the outside, right? These big national media pundits, everybody talks about KOC and puts him on this pedestal as if they don't watch Vikings football games. And you know what? I think that's the case. I believe they don't watch it like me and you and everybody in the chat here. We get to sit and watch it. They look at the box score, watch the highlights, and then say, "Oh, Kevin O'Connell's this magical offensive mind and this, that, and the third, bro." We got to stop it, man. We got to knock that shit off. They need to
Yeah.
listen to us, man. We trying to tell ESPN,
Come on,
CBS,
bro.
and Fox what it really is. He's
Yeah.
costing us, bro.
He cost us numerous games this year, man.
Numerous, bro.
Come on, man. Even everybody talk about Max Brosman in Seattle, but at the end of the day, that game could have been close if you change the whole 3rd-and-1 play call.
Yeah,
if
no,
you
facts.
score right there, or if you get 3, or you tie the game right there, you know?
No, facts. Yeah. That's the thing, bro, because this game is about momentum and taking advantage of your opportunities, bro. Like, I mean, putting up 3, just putting up points in general in that situation could change the whole mentality moving forward of your team. This dude, I just don't know, man. So let me ask you: do you think do you believe the players have turned on KOC in a way, or do you believe that process is already starting where they're checked out with KOC?
I said this about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I think then he had lost him. I thought he lost him then, but I ain't gonna say he lost him. You know, I feel like they're willing to give him another chance. But I feel like at some point in the season, I really thought he lost him when they was on that losing streak and just really looking bad, man, and McCarthy and all that, and the offense couldn't do nothing, and him calling bad plays. But now, you know, I feel like they're giving him another chance. Whatever they do behind the scenes, you know, I see him fighting, I see him finishing strong, so it still matters to them. Yeah. But if he be on bullshit next year, he could definitely lose him. You know, I feel like he was on the brink, but you know, he pulled them back in, reeled them back
in with these next wins, with these 4 in a row.
Yeah. So that shows you they believe in their coach. I mean, you gotta give him credit for that. But yeah, bro, next year people know. I saw Josh Metellus on the sideline look at him kind of up and down.
I see, hey, bro, that's crazy. You mentioned that, bro. hey, you be peeping. Hey, you like me, bro, when it comes to watching. Because anytime the camera pans, I'm always looking at the background noise because I want to see what people's look like. Anybody in the chat see that last night, man? Tell me somebody in the chat, bro. If you didn't see it, there was a point in time. I think it was towards the end of the game.
It was towards the end. It was still, I think, kind of close, but you know, Vikings could play. Yeah, he looked. They put the camera on. He looked mad.
Metellus look KOC up and down like, man, I can't stand this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, bro. So players know what's up, man. They know what. Bro, you think the defense ain't pissed off, homie? They just can't let it out. They got a certain stuff they can't say. They can't make the team look bad. But you think they ain't talking behind the scenes? You think Metellus, all them boys, Brian, even Flores ain't pissed off, bro? Come on, man. Season cut short. They knew what they could have been. Don't nobody want to see that defense for real.
Now, let me ask you this, though. This goes to that, though, Big Skull. Do you and real quick before we get into this, man, shout out everybody in the building, man. We got a packed crib tonight. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. We got 17 likes, but 45 people watching, which is nasty work, bro. And make sure you go over there and like on Big Skull's channel too, man. Let's hit the like so we can get the gang in the building, man. We appreciate all of y'all in here, but the numbers should be doubled if y'all.
Rap, check him out. Hey, what he say? He said, "Who is Ryan Vogler?" He say, "As mad as I am that you guys eliminated us from the playoffs, as a Lions fan, your guys' defense was mad impressive." Come on, man.
Let's go.
You know Lions fans don't give credit, bro.
You know they don't give credit. Well, we tell them heavy. Yes, sir.
but you can't deny the defense, bro. Can't nobody deny it. That's crazy.
But it's crazy because it's one of those deals where the more he continues to, like last night, I felt like was an audition for Brian Flores. What Brian Flores did last night was he pretty much opened the door for him to walk out of it for the Minnesota Vikings. So like we love it. We're enjoying it in the moment. But I
Juice.
think his chances now of getting picked up from another team are just higher now. Congratulations to him, right? You want to root him on, man. You want to see him do good. But it's one of those deals now, bro, where it's like, golly, man. You
So
know, like
everybody's saying now somebody gonna take him.
somebody gonna take him now, bro. Like, I mean, he doing too. It's crazy. He's doing too good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing too good.
Hey, they gotta leave Flores alone, dog. Heavy. Hey, we gotta keep it, bro. Hey, the Wills, Minnesota Vikings, nice, whatever. Be nice and be nice with Flores, dog. Earl, a lot of nice.
Yeah,
the nicest you ever been.
Very nice. Yeah, no, very nice, bro. And you know, shout out Zoe. He said B-Flow deserves better. And you know, I think a lot of Vikings fans feel like that, bro, because KOC has and imagine how B-Flow thinks about KOC, bro. Like probably looks at him like, no, why do I gotta carry all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on. And we can go back to what game was that? Was that last week? One game where it was when the Giants game, homie.
Yeah.
When KOC called that dumb screen pass. You see how Flores looked on the sidelines?
Man, like, bro, you be catching it too, bro. Like,
what are you doing? Go to halftime. We winning, bro.
Right.
He
right.
Like,
and that's what got JJ McCarthy knocked out the game.
Yeah. He literally looked up at the clock, homie, and said, "What the heck? Like what the hell? Come on, man."
It goes back to what he did with Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he did the same thing to Carson Wentz. I mean, just putting his quarterbacks in vulnerable positions, man, for no reason at all, bro. Just unnecessary, man. And you know, this is coming from somebody who, like, Big SKOL, I know you've been on the train of we need to move off from KOC because he's just not the guy. You caught it early, and there's a lot of us in the community that did catch it early. And shout out to y'all for being able to do that. But like me, I was blinded by it. I got to be honest. Like I felt like he was the right choice. I felt like he was good. I saw us winning football games, and then I had to realize that it's bigger than just winning these regular season football games. Yes, you have to win a certain amount of games to make the playoffs. I get that. But when it really matters, man, he's almost like the coaching version of Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like that ass. He's like the coach version of Kirk Cousins, bro. He's good, but he's just almost good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Almost. And he panics in big time situations. You know? Every time he show you who he is, just like Kirk Cousins did, dog. Period. I mean, you think it's going to change in year 5? It's been 4 years.
But let's say this, though. After we saw what we saw with JJ McCarthy, though, like you mentioned, like these last couple games, do you think he may have turned the corner, though, and may have like a light bulb? Because that could be a possibility, too.
That was the whole thing. The whole thing I've been saying, how they finish. And he proved he can adapt. So he knows what he needs to do. He realizes what he can and can't do. So he knows who McCarthy is. They want to stick with him. KOC understands what he needs to do now, or he should.
Yeah.
You know, so they finishing strong, but he still has moments where he reversed back, bro. Reverse back. Same old KOC, just like it was the same Kirk Cousins, you know? I mean, McCarthy, say whatever you want to say about McCarthy, and Tech Jedi said something here. Hold on, man, because they be coming at 9, man.
Let's go, man.
Shout out Tech in the building, but he said McCarthy could sneeze and he would be out for 8 weeks, fam. Bro, y'all want to focus on the injury, man. First of all, he ain't break nothing, right?
Right.
He ain't tear nothing. I understand I ain't even gonna call it injury prone. You know, he's been getting hit all year. First of all, not great protection, not a great line. You saw the Falcons game when he got the high ankle sprain. He came in that bitch and still played. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he's too tough to his own detriment. Even when running, he looked like a running back out there at times. So let's talk about why he's been hurt for real. The man's taking a lot of shots. Period. Coach putting him in bad situations. He's had some bad games too. But let's be real, huh?
But he's allowed to have bad games. That's what we try to tell people.
This is his first year, and anybody can get injured, dog. That year when Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles, man, the Vikings, I believe they would have made a major playoff push that year.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, but you didn't hear nobody talk about Kirk is injury prone and this and that. His was a major injury, dog. It was over with. The Vikings could have made a playoff run, definitely. So yes, has he been injured this year? I mean, let's be real though. Anybody can get injured, bro. And the same man y'all rooting for, pushing for in Burrow, this man get injured every year.
Every year.
Listen, 6 to 8 weeks every year, dog. You know? So what the Vikings gonna do? Then he go down, and you got to pay him money. Ain't it about building around getting that rookie quarterback, finally finding him?
Yeah.
And the minute you find him, he struggled a little bit being a rookie. Now you want to turn your back on him? That's cat, bro.
Which is crazy coming from our fan base. Being a fan base that's never really had that quarterback to really latch on to and support and ride and go through that journey. You know, like Dante Culpepper, you can throw him in there. You could throw which it wasn't the same situation, but you could throw Teddy Bridgewater in there, Christian Ponder in there. But like we want this, you know, Norris has said it, and a couple other people have said it. We're in this microwave society, man. Big SKOL, bro. We in this microwave society. We wanted expectations, and I took a little bit of accountability, you know, responsibility for it, because I hyped them up the whole off season, bro. I spoke highly of them, how much I believe in them, and what I expect from them. But the truth is, I also said that we are going to have some downs, and they may be down in the gutter, bro. They may be, because he is a young quarterback that's starting for the first time, coming off of an injury at that. And now we see the other obstacles being KOC,
right?
Not putting him in position. So he's going against all of that on top of the offensive line being hot garbage too, bro.
Yeah. People forget
a lot of things going against him, bro.
People forgot that, dog. Like the O-line, Christian Darrisaw, he can't stay healthy. We've been out
another conversation, bro.
Yeah. And we've had SKOL as a backup damn near the whole year. And I give the O-line credit here and there. They get the run game going. KOC come up off of it. But pass pro, piss poor, dog. We want to talk about injuries. Did we see the Atlanta game? How the man was sacked 6 times, pressured how many? He had no chance, bro. Tell me what quarterback has a chance, man.
You know, I went back and watched a little bit of that game this morning. Now that you speak about that Atlanta game, because I was going to look at Justin Jefferson. I just wanted to see something, and you know, he got injured in that third quarter. He had a high ankle sprain in the third quarter when he got that hip drop tackle when he scrambled. He finished the game. It's just like when he tore his meniscus. He finished the game against the Raiders. You feel me? Like, dog is tough. I know there's some people saying he's not tough, and he's Mick Glass, and they make up all these names. But the reality is, when he does get hurt, he tries to hide it. You know, EJ, I had his quarterback coach on that since he was a 7th grader, man. Coach Greg Holcomb. So I had him on the channel, and you know, we were talking about it. And he told I want to remind everybody who wasn't tapped in when I called him the last time I had him on. He told me a story about JJ McCarthy. They were they were at the it was the quarterfinals, or it might have been the semifinals, to go to the state championship, and he actually wound up breaking the finger. His finger was broke, and they kept it a secret. Coach Holcomb knew, but he did it. They didn't even want to tell his actual head coach, because they knew that they probably would not want him to play and wouldn't let him play. But he knew that the state title was on the line. They said, and Greg Holcomb said, man, bro, taped that joint up, kept it a secret, and went out there and balled. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not this soft dude. Like, he wants to be out there, bro. He will play hurt. You know, we had some people talk about he needs to learn how to play injured, T-Bass, and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense, because you do get hurt in the NFL, and you got to know how to play hurt. I think he's proven that he'll do it.
Who said that?
It's a T-Bass, man. He's a member of the community, man. He taps in, you know, OG fan.
Gotcha. But see, my thing is that, like, you say he needs to play hurt.
He needs to know, like, pretty much he was insinuating that JJ McCarthy needs to learn how to play hurt, and KOC needs to allow him to, because it's normal in the NFL. Like, hey, if you, for example, you sprain a finger or something, bro, you need to still be out there. You twist an ankle, you still need to be out there.
Right. But I get that, but at some certain extent, like, the man was hurt third quarter and finished the game.
Right.
You know, and he probably didn't know he had a high ankle sprain. I'm sure he was in pain. So I feel like he's shown his toughness all season, dog. The Packers game got his ass scorched.
Concussion. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
The Packers game, Darrisaw was eating old boy up. I mean, Parsons was eating old boy up. Darrisaw was getting blasted all game, homie. So I get what people saying, play hurt, but the man has played hurt, dog. We got to put more respect on 9 as just being a rookie for real, physically, as far as the game coming to him, bro. And you see how it's coming to him quickly after 4 games of consistently being a starter.
Yeah, no, it's definitely coming around. Yeah, no, he looks like, because you can't tell me last night if we would have had JJ McCarthy out there for Christmas, bro,
Yeah,
we was blowing the Lions up, bro. They would have really been crashing out. Like, they're crashing out now, but
right.
like, if JJ was out there, man, we would have won 40 to 10 or 13, whatever the score was. We would have blew him out. We would have
Out
blew
the
him
water,
out.
man. Out the stadium.
Out the
Heavy.
water.
Real. Now,
But
I hope McCarthy can come back versus the Packers. I would like that, but
I don't
shit.
think he is, bro. I don't think
Dang.
he is.
Think
They
it's a
didn't.
wrap?
They didn't. Well, this is the thing. They didn't put him on IR. KOC. I think KOC. What he does is he's going week to week. But like we all know, man. I looked up the injury that he has, and that injury that he has takes,
Yeah,
just based off of looking it up online and looking
yeah,
up some doctor reviews about the injury.
yeah.
It says that it takes 4 to 8 weeks to heal,
Oh,
or
it's
something
over.
like that.
Dog. It's over with.
Yeah.
It's over
So
with.
I think what KOC did was he just played it conservative, kind of like he does, and didn't want to come out and say, hey, he's done for the season
Mm.
last week during his pressers, which he should have. I think, like, just be straightforward, bro. We know.
They
But
be trying to be
I
secret a
don't
lot,
think he's playing,
man.
bro. Yeah.
KLC always be trying to be secretive, dog. Like what?
I
What?
will say this though, Brett Rippon might get a chance, or the other dude, Wolford. They might actually play. We might see a different. This is a hot take. We may see a different quarterback play against the Packers, but it won't be. It will not be Brosmer. It'll either be the Wolford kid that KOC absolutely loves, that came from the Rams, or it'll be Brett Rippon, because they did bring Brett Rippon back, I believe. So
Really?
and he's been in the offensive scheme since last year. So Brett Rippon, there's no excuse. I mean, he can run the offense.
So you think Brosman ain't gonna get the one spot?
I don't know. I mean, 3 net yards, big SKOL, man. 3, bruh.
That's true.
I mean, come on, man. Even as a UDFA, bro, me or you could have went out there and probably did better than that, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I get it, man. He had some bad throws, but
yeah. I think he panics, bro. He panics too much. Like when he hikes the ball, bro, he's like quit. He don't know what to do, and you can see the nervousness.
Thinking it.
Yeah, he overthinking it.
Yeah, man. Shout out Adam in the building, bro.
Shout out Adam, man. Let's go, man.
Yeah, man.
Hit that like button. You know me, AM. You know me and EJ rocking the shades, man. You know that's how we do, man. We rock the lokes on the channel, man. You feel me? Yeah. we tell him, man, these lights bright. You know what I'm saying?
He's bright as hell, dog. No cap.
For sure.
Right as hell, man. Shout out Black Iron Pots in the building. Hey, hold on. What he said? KOC, I set up QBs up to fail. Damn, homie, hold on. You hear me? Damn. Vikes had 3 starting old linemen out, and KOC calling 7-step drops, setting Brosma up for a beatdown. You got to look at it full spectrum. Shout out Black Iron Pots for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So KOC had as far as play calling that game was kind of bad. Wasn't all bad, but he adapted later. But I don't know, man.
I mean, now the best play he called was for Jordan Addison.
Ooh, that was sweet, man. Woo.
I mean, that Jordan Addison reverse was the perfect timing. It caught him off guard. My question would be, why didn't we see more of that week 3, 4, 5?
Hey, you see? Because
when you have a player like Jordan Addison, I'm sure you being his head coach, you probably see things like that at practice. You probably see how elusive he is and how he can make people. Why not get him involved like that all the time? That's where I'm confused.
That's why we started late, dog. That's why we ain't in the playoffs right now. Because KOC started late, didn't adapt. KOC was so in his ego, man. I'm a standby. He has such a big ego, and you really saw it this year. You saw it a little last year, but this year, this motherfucker said, hey, I'm doing it my way, bro. Stubborn or not. He said, I don't care. Then finally, I'm sure people probably got in his ear like, hey, man, let's try to change some shit up. This is not working. You don't have the Sam Darnold here. You don't have a Kirk Cousins here. This is a rookie, man. Give him some time. Let him grow into this shit. Grow your quarterback. Develop your quarterback, period. Let him grow into, throwing all these throws, how many 30 times a game. Calm it down. You don't got to do this. You can win a different way. And KOC stuck in his ways, bro, for how many weeks? Now he want to change it up.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. I don't even know what to think about KOC, to be honest with you, being that I supported him so much. This year has definitely been a wake-up call for me. So like I'm still kind of sitting back and and thinking about it, like, dang, bro, what happened, bro? What did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I miss in the first 2-3 years of me supporting him heavy? You know, shout out EJ supporting him heavy. You hear me?
Hey, you know what it is? You know what some of it is, man. I don't think him and JJ McCarthy, had a relationship like we thought they had or they should have had. I don't think he thought he had to put extra effort in because he just thought off rip JJ McCarthy could understand and run his offense. I don't know why he would put him in a certain situation anyway. But when you see he needs more time, when you see you can change things up and you still don't do it and you still be stuck in your ways, bro, and you still like had this, I'm gonna do it my way, this stubborn shit about you, like it's my team, I'm the head coach. It's a problem, bro. And we saw that this year,
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. My bad.
I mean, he started late and now see, he's growing and getting better. But what has been a problem with the team? Being inconsistent. Can he do this all season next year? Consistency, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna take it a little further, bro. Like, this is a question I want to ask you because I talked about it last night with Norris and stuff. I had them on. They called in, and we were talking about how I don't know if JJ McCarthy and KOC's personality actually click, bro. I think JJ McCarthy is actually rebellious towards KOC for some reason, bro.
Check it. It's not even rebellious, homie. McCarthy is who he is. That swagger, that confidence, that's him, bro. Let him shine. See, if KOC got a problem with that, he talking about some other different battle. He trying to change him who he is as a man. You don't change who he is as a man. That's him. He's a competitor. He's a dog, bro. He's energetic. You know what I'm saying? He's energetic. He's hyper, bro. He's confident. He got swag. He got belief. You get mad at him for gritty in the end zone. So what, man? All eyes on 9. So what, bro? Let him shine, dog. You worry about coaching him and putting him in the best situation. That's a great point because I don't think KOC likes certain things the way McCarthy moves sometimes as far as his celebration being flashy. But so what? Why are you mad at that? You can calm it down, tone it down. But why are you mad at that? Let him play ball. Let him have fun.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, dog. It's the NFL, homie. It's 2026.
Exactly. There's a couple things too that I put together, the puzzle pieces that made me start thinking about that too was, and it's that was one of them, the gritty thing where your young quarterback went on his presser and said, hey, KOC told me not to do it, so it made me want to do it even more. Like, bro, like, come on, man. I mean,
that was kind of a point.
Come on, man. It was a point. I like it.
But Rap, was he wrong for doing it though, homie?
No, he wasn't wrong. But it just shows you that to me, I look at it like you don't respect he has no respect for his coach for some reason. Which, hey, look, because and then another thing goes to this. He sat down with Paul Allen. Kevin O'Connell sat down with Paul Allen, and him and Paul Allen sat there and pretty much trashed JJ McCarthy, bro. Like, I mean, look. They beat around the bush super nice, but I'm gonna tell you, if you read in between the lines, they were on a Vikings podcast, official Vikings podcast, talking down on their damn quarterback about the alter ego thing and
this it's
like, bro, yeah, it was like I did a video reacting to it maybe like 3 weeks ago. It might have been like 3 weeks ago, and it's like, bro, why as a coach, why are you going on a podcast and even having these conversations like that, like? I mean, about your young quarterback, bro, because he gonna see these things, right? And then another thing, the gritty came, and then did you watch the mic'd up with KOC after the Giants game?
Nah, I saw some clips of it though.
So they had a little interaction before the game, and and JJ McCarthy just sitting there, just the dialogue, bro. Like you could just feel like, bro, you could just feel like JJ McCarthy's like, man, fuck you, bro. Get out my fit, like, leave me alone and type shit, like, just on some shit, like, let me do me, bro. Like, you're doing too much. You could just feel the resistance there for whatever reason.
Yeah. But in that situation, can you be mad at McCarthy for not wanting to change who he is as a competitor? I mean, what did he do wrong for real? I mean, now it could be stuff behind the scenes, but as far as his play, what does he do wrong for real?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is, there may be players in the building, older players in the building that may feel like he's childish. But see, my take on that was, bro, he's 22. Like, y'all knew y'all were drafting a 22-year-old quarterback. Like, bro, he's the youngest quarterback the youngest starting quarterback besides Jackson Dart, which they're 6 months apart in the NFL, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect?
You know, man, dog. And at the same time, he ain't overly disrespectful. He ain't grabbing his nuts, talking crazy. None of that. You know, he ain't like. I mean, I don't know. It could be some stuff behind the scenes, but
It
KOC,
probably is. Yeah.
he need to get off his high horse, bro, and let McCarthy be him. And they need to come together, bro. Oh, he Mike Zimmer now. He don't want to work with the quarterback now. Ain't nobody gonna bash KOC. They bash Zimmer, and Zimmer had a reason for not wanting punk ass Kirk. He had a right to be mad. He knew who Kirk was. And you got a superstar in the making quarterback if you put effort in. So we gonna let KOC slide with, oh, he don't like who he is as a competitor. He do too much.
Yeah.
What we doing, man? You know?
Shout out T-Bat. T-Bat said, don't give me that 22-year-old crap. You know what a lot of 22-year-olds are doing in the military. No, I get that, right? There are 22-year-olds that are more mature. But the thing is this. When you draft a 22-year-old, you're taking that risk that he is 22 years old. Regardless of how you cut it, you should have incorporated that in your plan. Like, hey, there's a possibility that we get this kid in the building and he isn't the mature, 35-year-old quarterback like Kirk Cousins and stuff. What I'm saying is he brings a different feel to the building than a Kirk Cousins would. Right, because of his age. I mean, it's his age, regardless how you cut it. He's 22.
But look, check this though. I don't even think it's just because of age. If you trade for Burrow, you're gonna get a different energy from Burrow. Burrow has a certain swagger and confidence and cockiness to him, and he backs it up. So they're not Kirk Cousins. They're not statues. They're not guys who try to portray a certain image. McCarthy gonna be him, and he's a dog at that. So he's gonna do certain things, man, especially now he's a rookie. But my thing is if anything is good for business, it's good for the Vikings. It's good for the fan base. It's good for the game, period.
No, it's great for the game.
You know what I'm saying?
It's great for the game. So that goes back to our point there, Big SKOL, is I think there's a little bit of disconnect, a little lack of respect between Kevin O'Connell and JJ McCarthy. Now, Kevin O'Connell tries to do a good job of hiding that and not letting it get out. But man, if you really read in between the lines, y'all, I'm talking to the chat, and you go back and just go back and watch some of these clips, these mic'd ups, and watch how they interact. I'm telling you right now, man, there's something there. There's definitely something there that isn't clicking all the way as it should. Not saying that it can't, come together. And not saying that it can't get better, but right now it just seems like JJ McCarthy's kind of on some, man, the fuck out of my face. Maybe he feels like we feel as fans, right? Where we say he's not getting put in the right positions to win and be the best, especially at the beginning of the season.
All right, so let me ask you this. So what would you think, what would make them have a better relationship? What do you think it would take? Or do you think it will ever happen?
I mean, I think winning is going to cure a lot, but I think like what we saw in the past couple games is just putting him in the right situation. A lot of it could go back to, let me throw this at you. A lot of it could go back to the Carson Wentz situation on having him out there on Thursday night and watching your coach straight watch this man pretty much get murdered on the field, bro. Like, think about it. You a quarterback of the team. You're standing on the sidelines watching this happen in real life. I mean, what are you going to think about the dude that's making those calls? You know what I'm saying? Bad. Because regardless of the stories coming out about how Carson Wentz wanted to play, bro. No, as the coach, that you get paid to be the head coach, bro. You are supposed to make these decisions for the player. Right. Sometimes you have to save the player from themselves. And you sit there and the whole world watch Carson Wentz it was nasty, right?
That was bad.
Now you're a quarterback on the team and you're watching it. You be looking at him sideways too, like, bro, look, man, so shit, he gonna put me in that position too if something's happening. Like, I don't know, like, can I really trust this dude? I'm just saying we may be getting really deep into the weeds right now, but I think it's a good conversation to have because it's reality, bro.
No, it could definitely be something there, man. It could definitely be something there, and if it is, that that needs to be fixed. Like, they're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Point blank period, man. Hey, hold on. Shout out Big T in the building. Big T, he be wilding. He said Metella shouldn't be looking anyone up. Metella shouldn't be looking anyone up and down. His ass in coverage.
Hey, nah, facts, bro. Like, hey, Metellus, Hey, if you didn't see that clip last night though during the game, man, Metellus gave KOC the nastiest look, boy. I'm talking about that look right there, man. Name the shit, bro. Like,
That
yeah.
shit was. You could tell, homie. Like he, like I'm tired of your weak ass play calling, dog. Straight up.
Yeah, nah, facts, bro. I think the
Swear.
defense, like you hit it on the head earlier, EJ, where I mean the defense, man, you probably got some defensive players who are just like, bro, why are we carrying, bro? Like, why do we have to carry, bro? Like all the time. It's one thing to carry here and there, but this team was supposed to be an offensive team. The Minnesota Vikings, when you pay a wide receiver $40 million and you also invested in a first round pick in Jordan Addison, you got Christian Darrisaw when he's out there. You went in and were intentional with upgrading the running back room. I mean, everything points towards you went and got TJ Hawkinson. Everything points towards high-powered offense.
High power, dog.
All right. The offensive wizard, KOC.
You know,
that's the narrative. I mean, come on, man.
And rap, let me say this because people gonna say this here, like, oh, injuries. Man, I don't care. Look at the 49ers. That's all I gotta say, dog. Heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
49 injured whole season, bro. They still fighting for the #1 seed in the NFC. Whole team injured, homie. Heavy, man.
And that's a real offensive mind, right? Kyle Shanahan. I guess you could put him in there. He knows how to get the best out of his players, even when he doesn't have his players.
Thank you. Now let me ask you this: say if it was Brian Flores and Kyle Shanahan coaching the same squad, defense, offensively, what, man? You know,
man.
Hold on. Think about Kyle Shanahan, right, on the Vikings this year as the head coach. Come on, man. Super Bowl, where that? You hear me?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I think KOC, he wants to be like that, but he got a lot of work to do, man. He has a lot of work to do, bro.
He got to realize that he's not nowhere near Shanahan. We talk about injuries. Now, you give KOC perfect situations, all right, bet, boom. Okay, he'll give you something. He ain't gonna win you a Super Bowl, but he'll give you something, but he's still gonna collapse at a certain time. But come injuries, man. Rookie quarterback. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're talking about coach of the year. Where? When? Because what he did regular season, all right. That's what we judging on for real at the end of the day, for full career. All right. Yeah, come on, man. Andy Reid. He talking about Kyle Shanahan. McVay didn't want a ring. That's what we comparing on. He come from the McVay tree.
Bro, and he gets out coached every single time he goes up against those names you name.
Bro, every time, dog.
And it's so obvious too, which is the crazy part, is like when we lose those games, it's so obvious that you walk away from it as Vikings fans saying, you know what? You know why we lost that game? We got out coached.
Come on.
We just got out coached. We got out coached, bro. Like that's just what it is, bro. It's that simple. We don't even have to get deep into the analysis. We got out coached because KOC once again he can't outsmart the guy across the field, man, especially when it's a sensei McVay. McVay rocks that boy to sleep every single time, bro.
And bro, you know what's funny though? He would have been exposed earlier, but Ed Donatel took some of the blame because he was so horrible. So you really couldn't see KOC, you know? He was kind of hiding behind the fucks ups of Ed Donatel. But when he left, you get a real coordinator in here to really expose some shit. We see what's up now, man. Brian Flores for head coach. Let's get it.
Yeah. Brian Flores, bro. Like, hey, that's why I was intentional. I was definitely intentional with the artwork for our show. You feel me? Because I know how you feel about B-Flow. I love B-Flow too. I'm not saying that I don't like B-Flow. I love B-Flow. But I will say this though, Big SKOL. I've been on the stance of I don't know if I want him to just transition to a head coach. Here's my reason, right? I feel like some people are just why is it wrong to just be a great defensive coordinator? That's my way of thinking. Like, why is it wrong to just be the absolute best defensive coordinator in the NFL?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because once you get into a head coaching, like B-Flow, for example, once he gets into a head coaching job, now it's less about how he calls a defense and more about who he hires. It's more about who is your your social group. Who are the people that you're connected with that you can call and say, hey, come be my defensive coordinator. Hey, you come be my offensive coordinator. You come be my special teams coach. Like, what does his circle look like? I don't know the answer to that. So that's why I'm a little standoffish on just putting him as the head coach and then thinking that everything's gonna be great, because what he's doing now as strictly focusing on the defense, I
Mhm.
think that's where he can be great. And
Yeah.
we've seen it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But unless he's gonna be like KOC, right? And be the head coach and call the defense,
Right. He could do that,
which could be a possibility. And maybe
Yeah.
that is what he does. And then
Yeah.
that, okay, we having a different conversation.
Yeah. And I'll say this as well, as far as his staff. I mean, when he was in Miami, like he had started winning, right? With his coaching staff and who he hired. He was doing a solid job right before shit hit the
And they
fan.
made the playoffs. They made the
Yeah, so
playoffs 1 year, I believe.
So they was going and headed in the right trajectory. So I feel like it's definitely different. It's gonna be an adaptation. He gotta prove he can do it. But I feel like he can adapt well, man. He's been there before, and now he's even better. And like you say, he can still call the play.
He's learned, and he got a chip on his shoulder too.
Right? Boy, you see that boy on the sideline, dog? Boy, locked in heavy.
Yeah,
boy, ready,
especially
dog.
what the NFL did to him with the Giants job. I mean, he has a chip on his shoulder, so I can definitely, I would root for him 110%. Obviously, if he became the coach of the Minnesota Vikings, I just think the Vikings aren't the option for him, because I think there's other teams that are going to really be knocking on his door and are going to want that. And to me, I just think like this. I said this last night, man, and I said, we're celebrating B-Flow and how great he's doing. And guess what? The Wills are doing the same thing, but guess who they're giving the credit to? Probably Kwesi and KOC, because they're the ones who went out and got him. They're the ones who went out and got him. So it's like you being the supervisor and the hiring manager, and you hire an employee that comes on your team, and he or she is a top performer. And you know what? You get the credit. You get the flowers for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting the flowers for that, because it's like, bro, great find. Like, your interview process was amazing. You were able to know that this was the right fit for this football team because you're the head guy. So like, and I fear that. I fear that the Wills are looking at it that way. Like, hey, KOC gets credit for bringing B-Flow here, or Kwesi, whatever. Either one of the two get credit for this. And B-Flow is going to go, when I say that to say, they're going to keep KOC and expect him and Kwesi to bring in another guy. Like, hey, do what you did with B-Flow. Go locate another defensive coordinator.
See, now if that's the case, that's where it's a big conundrum, because the Wilfs need to understand, no matter how brainwashed they are, what they don't know or care to show they know, they need to understand. You can see 3 years in who Flores is, and KOC or Kwesi ain't gonna be able to just go find another Flores. Period, dog. Heavy.
Exactly.
Ain't no Flores out there. He probably the best D coordinator in the NFL right now. So if the Wilfs are smart, no matter what they want to think, they better check the track record, check the facts, right? They need to pay that man, Brian Flores, whatever he demand, if he want to stay. Now, he might, like I say, his ultimate job is being a head coach. Cool, boom. If he leave, he leave. But I think it's a chance that he really want to stay here and build something more. Especially with the paper, because he's, believe it or not, he got the chance to really build himself a legacy, separately from from his team, dog. Just being a coach in general. Maybe one of the best defensive coordinators in the history of the game when it's all said and done.
Yeah. And brought a whole different look too, because if you notice, when we got B-Flow, the whole conversation from not just our players, but from our opponents when they do sit downs is, bro, his defense is so confusing. Like the way he has those players doing this and giving them the freedom, and Hitman hit on it last night in his post-game presser, where he said, B-Flow, he dialed it up for us and gives us the opportunity to play free and be able to do these looks and be able to act like we're going to blitz, but then back out. And he gives them freedom to roam around the field and kind of just be them, be them. And it works, obviously. I will say the only weakness that B-Flow's defense has, and we've talked about this over and over again, is the middle of the field. If the pass rush doesn't get there, the middle of the field is wide open.
But check this. Facts is trouble, man. That's where the secondary really gets exposed. And as a secondary, you're gonna have to be able to cover, because pressure ain't gonna get there every damn time.
Right.
I know it's comfortable, make you comfortable, feel good, but right there, that shows you who the secondary is. So we need to go out there and get corners and get him the personnel he wants. This B-Flow is doing this with a lack of talent all over the field,
Yeah.
Do you see the secondary? We got Fabian Moreau out there, and he's looking good, bro. That's Flores, homie. That's coaching, rap.
Yeah.
It shows you how great he is, man. We got Isaiah Rodgers out there, bro. Motherfucker can't tackle nobody. And
I'm
respect
telling
it.
you, bro.
But he ain't no. He was hyped up coming from the Eagles, but he ain't all that, homie. We hyped
Nah,
him up
he's
with
not.
his speed and shit. Thought he could do something. He's a below good,
Yeah,
average good
he's
right
an
here.
average. He's an average
Yeah.
at best. He's average.
But in Flores' scheme, he looks good. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Flores makes a lot of people look good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
bro.
look at the Eric Wilson. Look at the Eric Wilson resurgence, bro. This dude is one of the best linebackers in the NFL now.
Homie, one of the best. Bro, he did this the first time he ever looked like this. When he was with the Vikings first time, he didn't look like this, dog. Totally
Exactly.
different Eric Wilson, homie. That's Brian Flores. He knows what to do with players, bro. Everybody don't got that. He's one of a kind. We got to keep him, man. For real. Telling
No,
you.
I feel you. I feel
I'm
you,
telling
bro.
you.
But, so let me ask you this though: do you think it compromises the development of JJ McCarthy if B-Flow was to be the head coach of this football team? Because, and mind you, now he don't bite his tongue about how he feel about a quarterback. You saw
really?
you know what he did with Tua.
Right. Hell no. I think it make McCarthy better. His whole process better.
Yeah.
That's gonna make him better versus other defenses. You going up against one of the best, if not the best. No,
but what I'm saying is, do you believe B-Flow will invest in JJ McCarthy's development though? Like,
yeah.
do you think B-Flow, like they hand B-Flow the keys? Is he a guy that sits back and says, yeah, I'm willing to go through this journey with JJ McCarthy. I see it, hey, I'm here. Because he showed that he really isn't like that when it came to Tua. He was ready to, the moment he got the keys to the car, he was ready to kick Tua out to the curb, bro, but they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him.
You saying if he becomes a head coach, will he want to deal with McCarthy?
Yeah, because to me, and this is just my opinion, I believe that to me, B-Flow seems like the type of guy who would want to win now, like sooner than later. And to me, I feel like he would be somebody who would want to bring in more of a veteran quarterback who's a little more established, and he would be ready to spend that money because he has so much faith in his ability to call defense with less than talent, right? Because he's proven he can do that, to where he would probably invest in the quarterback because he knows, hey, man, if I can get me a quarterback who can play consistently and this offense can just be above average, we have a chance because my defense going to do their job, know? So I just question it. I'm not saying that he wouldn't, I'm just throwing that out there as a talking point for everybody to think about.
Yeah, fact. No, I think he would love McCarthy, man. I think he know McCarthy got that dog in him. Yeah. I think Flo understands development, and I think he definitely will understand who to bring in as far as his staff, or if you want to keep KOC or try to keep him, whatever they can do there. But yeah, I think Flores would love a dude like McCarthy, dog. Heavy. Hell yeah, that dog in him, competitor, winner. If anything, he showed us McCarthy. He showed us he can win.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Put the team on the back his rookie season. Kirk never did it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Shout out Bob. He said B-Flow will be like Tomlin, Carroll, Billick. Are you talking about Belichick and Stefanski? Ownership blind and let them go, watch them thrive. Yeah. I mean, look, B-Flow seems like the type of guy you would keep around for a long time, like the Tomlins of the world, where once you give him the job, he gonna hold on to it, bro. Because one thing's for sure, he definitely has that want to be great in him. You could see it. Like even last night, you watching B-Flow on the sideline. I mean, he's running up and down the sideline. I mean, he fist pumping. He got that look in his eyes. Dog is trying to get the gusto, man. And who wouldn't want that as a head coach? You feel me? Who wouldn't want that as a head coach? I just, as a nation, man, I just say I wouldn't get your hopes up too much, man, in my opinion, because I just don't trust the ownership here with this whole situation. I just think it's a muddy move. And I don't think our ownership isn't really cut from that cloth, bruh. They've showed us they not really cut to kick KOC out the door and just upgrade B-Flow. I don't see our ownership doing no nasty work like that. I just don't.
They probably won't do it, man. Being realistic, hell no. The Wills, how nice they've been, how they they ain't gonna do it.
They ain't doing that.
That's definitely something that I know I would love, man.
Yeah, and most of us would accept that right now and want that. We want, especially after last night, man. Last night put the nail in the coffin for a lot of Vikings fans.
Facts, man. Hey, heavy, man, for real. What he say? He said the entire NFL wondering how the Bears go. What I'm interested in. Hey, the Bears got a shot, bro. I ain't gonna care.
Yeah.
You know, they got a run game and all that. I mean, shout out to old boy over there, Poles, who doing it the right way. Take notes, Quasi. The hell
Yeah.
going on here, bro?
It took him a minute. I want to ask you about Quasi, man. I know we've been going on an hour and 15, bro. We giving y'all some extra time though. You know, we started a little late, so you know we got a little bonus time for y'all, man. Because there's really two topics I still want to hit on here, Big Skull. And
Bet.
Quasi one of them. Because we about to go into the off season. Expectations on Quasi. How do you feel about him overall? Because I think the seat's warming up. To be honest with you, I think it's warming up nicely. And I think this year it has to be like this draft right here, bro. Quasi's job, he better act like his job's on the line with this.
Right. So you talking about yeah. I mean, shit. I mean,
like, what's your vibes with Quasi, man? Were you rocking with him or what?
I'm rocking with Quasi as far as because I put it like this. If one go, the other has to go. I feel like they're both in the same category, and you can't fire one without the other, keep one without the other. But Quasi, I feel like he needs to continue to improve in acquiring certain free agents. I give him that. He's being good at that. You can question Hargrave Allen, but the way this defense is playing right now, you gotta damn near call that a success. But Quasi, his big thing is the draft. That's the elephant in the room. Can this man deliver? You got 10 picks, 6 better hit, dog. You can't depend on building your team with free agency requirements. Most dudes is too old. Some of them, you know. You supposed to build your team in the draft. That's where your team and real depth is built. So we got 10 picks this year, maybe more. Quasi, make or break this offseason is his draft, man. How does he perform in the draft? Period. And he need to start with getting that boy Caleb Downs at safety.
Thank you.
You fuck with Downs?
No, I'm rocking with Down. And this coming from an Alabama. A Roll Tide guy, man.
Yeah, he left Bama, dog. You know, I should be mad.
Bama. He left Bama, right? Yeah, Caleb Downs is the short pick, and if Caleb Downs is available, Quasi, that player alone, Caleb Downs, will save Quasi's job if he does the right thing. All right,
on,
he has to do the right thing, man, and go get a game changer like that, and because. I think it's hard for me to vision Caleb Downs being a bust. But what I will say is, you know, we've had players like Jeff Okudah, who I was on board with, you know, because coming out of college, dog was a savage. Similar to Downs, the way as impactful as he was. And then you get in the NFL and it just kind of
some player just
falls apart, bro. It's hard to really evaluate. You know what I mean? It's hard to tell. Because sometimes it'd be the unknown names, right? So let's talk. Yeah. We talk about Caleb Downs at safety, but let's not forget about the Minnesota Gophers safety. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the chat where we need to go get him. Keo, was it Key Perch or something? Keo, hey, I know Minnesota in the crib. Y'all know, like, that boy is a baller, and you could probably get him in the later rounds.
He's nice like that.
Yeah, no, he like that, and he right around the corner. You ain't got to go far.
But look, check it out though. You see, when you got 10 picks, see, we seen Quasi fuck up picks. You know, with like he did to Kyle Hamilton, he went with Scene. He could have had Hamilton right now, or he could have had Williams, some J-Mo from the Lions at receiver. Yep. So it's gonna be Quasi first off firing some of his scouting team because they obviously don't know what the hell they doing. He need to revamp that situation, you know, the office. But then we talking about, can Quasi just pick right? Understand, you identify a player, you know he gonna be great, you know he gonna be good. Just like the safety I was high on, Emmanuel for the Seahawks now. He's playing, developing, dog, on the field. Quasi passed him up. So can Quasi identify good players, bro, consistently? And you got DT, you got McCarthy, see how they pan out. Dallas Turner coming around. Yeah. But Quasi, can you identify players, dog? Like, can you pick the right one? Caleb Downs, if you can get Downs, you get him.
Yeah, they saying Perich needs another one more year for the eligibility. Okay, so he's only a sophomore. Delton said he's only a sophomore. So he's not going to be in the conversation this year. So then Caleb Downs it is. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Downs it is, bro.
You got to revamp your whole damn secondary. Like, who you keeping on the secondary? But you keeping Murphy. Murphy just got paid. Montella's going to be there. Hitman, he may do another year. But who you comfortable with, man? Any of your corners for real? Even safety. Theo Jackson, like
no. And you know what? Like, fans, and this is the thing, man. Going into the season, I wasn't high on the Theo Jackson. There was a lot of us that were saying, "Oh, Theo Jackson gonna be D. He gonna step right in." And
I thought
man,
you was. I thought you was.
Theo Jackson is non-existent in my opinion. I gotta be honest. I watched every single game of the Minnesota Vikings. Man, I watch it. I sit there and I pay attention. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you, when Theo Jackson is out there, I don't even know he's out there. I don't, and he be out there. You know what I mean? Like that. At one point in time, they were saying he's played the most defensive snaps, and I'm like, really?
yeah,
Because shit, I don't see nothing, bruh.
yeah,
Nothing. I'm not seeing a damn thing, man. We got to do better at that position. Jay Ward. That was talking about Jay Ward. I mean, Jay Ward has been seeming like he got a little flash to him. I seen him make a couple tackles last night too. I like his aggressiveness. He got a little dog in him. It's just about can he be good enough
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
be that guy, man. I don't know. I guess the jury's still out.
Jay Ward. I like Jay Ward. One thing about him, I love the way he tackles. I love his physicality.
Yeah.
I just think he need more reps. I don't know
Yeah.
why Flores ain't put him out there yet. I mean, he got the speed, the athletic ability.
I don't know why we ain't see Nudie, man.
Nudie,
Mhm.
what you saw preseason and training camp, you would expected to see him more. Maybe he just ain't ready, dog. It's crazy.
Because instead it was Fabian Moreau.
Moreau, like Moreau instead. That was definitely
Which he's a veteran, and I get it, but like why Nudie didn't get a shot? Why is Nudie not out there, bro? Like we hear all this hype about Nudie, and even Brian Flores has even came out and spoke highly about Nudie and saying he's doing good and this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, so where's he at? Play him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we got to lose? Let's see. I want to see as a fan, bro. I want to see Nudie.
Right, yeah.
Hell
yeah, man. I don't know what Nudie at, man.
We got to get corners though, man. Davey OG hit on the head, man. We need better corners. That's a fact. You think Isaiah Rodgers coming back?
Isaiah Rodgers. If he doesn't, I wouldn't be mad, bro. Yeah, I would not be mad if he came back. I would not be mad, bro. I mean, if he did come back, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I didn't see enough from him. Now they might keep him.
We see one game. We see the Cincinnati game.
Who had a backup quarterback who was horrible. Yeah. So I mean, a lot of things need to be addressed. A lot of positions, bro. But I feel good about Flores and the defense. My biggest question is the offense, dog. My biggest question, the offense, man.
Which is crazy, bro, because like we touched on at the beginning, this is supposed to be an offensive team, bro. We're supposed to be putting up 30.
30 a game, man.
Easy.
30 a game, dog.
What's up, man? Like, come on, man. Not the offensive-minded wizard, not the quarterback whisper.
Didn't do it this year, man. He failed this year. Definitely like I say, they finished strong. That's cool, but this season was a failure. You want to make the playoffs this season. Maniacs say, will the Vikings beat the Packers next Sunday? I'm
gonna say, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If the defense is playing like the defense has been playing, why not? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if Love gonna be out there. I think they may have Willis, or I don't know if I think Willis might have suffered a little injury too. Shit, why we can't beat him?
Yeah, bro. I mean, just gotta come with the right scheme and game plan.
Yeah. So we could beat them. We beat the Lions last night. We whooped their ass pretty much. We should have really blown the doors off them if the offense showed up at all. But I mean, shit, man. If we can get a little bit better, Brosman, man, we set up to blow the doors off the Packers. That's a fact, man. FTP.
Let me ask you. You got more time to rock?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right, I'm gonna ask a question, man. So the receiver situation, right? It'd be crazy stuff out there like trade Jordan Addison. Jetta's gonna request a trade, this and that, boom. What to do with Naylor. So how you feel about, as first off, Jetta's, and then how you feel about him? You think he gonna bounce back next season? He get his mind right. You think he's happy with McCarthy and with the situation? And secondly, do you think we need to keep this core together as far as Naylor's Addison and Jetta's together? Because Naylor probably getting paid. Do you think the Vikings should keep this core together? I think they should.
Yeah, like I honestly believe. First of all, I want to start with the Justin Jefferson thing, right?
Yeah.
I think it's super important this weekend or next weekend against the Packers.
Yeah,
to get him that 1,000 yards. Now, the crazy part is he needs 53 yards, I believe.
But that's it.
That sound, you know, and see, you say that, that's it, and that
Sound
sounds like, yeah, that should be nothing, right? Like we get that in the first
yeah.
couple plays, we should be good, right? The
No
truth
cap.
is, it seems so far away, man, and
Yeah.
you know, it irritates me because regardless, if they don't do anything this year, they should at least get the boy so that he has the consecutive record continued. You know,
Yeah.
I think he deserves that, bro. Going through what he's had to go through this year with the quarterback situation, at
Okay.
least get the man that. You feel me? Just so it can just add to his legacy to be in the Hall of Fame and when it's all said and done. I just think it's important from that point.
Yeah.
I think it's important. So that's that. I think he will. I think Justin Jefferson, man, he's a team player, bro. I think he showed us. There was a point in time where I'm looking at it and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, is he kind of diva-ish? Is he doing this? And we've talked
Nah,
about it with the community. And I'm
yeah.
like, nah, man, he
Nah,
just
he
wants to win, bro. He just
win,
wants
bro.
to
That's
win.
it. That's it.
He just wants to win. It's that simple with Justin Jefferson. He wants to win. It's not his fault that he got paid millions because he was the best wide receiver in the NFL for
Right.
years and years in a row. I mean,
Right.
that's not we can't be mad at him for being good. All
Nah,
right,
what? Yeah.
this is what it is. He's good. He's one of the best
Yeah.
to step on the turf.
Yeah.
So that's that. I think he's a team player. I look forward to him bouncing back next year, and I think he will. I think if him and JJ McCarthy they link up this offseason, they get the timing down. You gotta remember Justin Jefferson missed all of OTAs and shit because they took it easy preseason. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a little hamstring scare, and
Yeah. Yeah.
they pretty much shelved him. So there wasn't any kind of
Chemistry, all that.
no chemistry being
Yeah.
built.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year goes different. Hopefully they're able to have a full off season, bro, full where they can
Yeah.
lock in.
Really lock in.
Jordan Addison, I don't want to trade him. I love Jordan Addison, but you know he has his little off the field issues, and hopefully next year there isn't another one because it seems like every year Dog is finding a way to do something. I don't get it, but you know I don't think he can take one more. When the last one happened in London, was it the London one where he was late to practice or didn't show up or something?
Show up. Yeah.
I mean that's unacceptable, bro. Regardless, right? Because you're putting our team. That no, it doesn't matter how good you are. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't send that message to the younger receivers under you.
Right.
You know, yes, you're still a young receiver, but you're not a rookie anymore. Now you have, you know, the Ty Feltons of the world. These guys are looking up to you now. So now you have to, you know, be the person to set that example. And if you gonna continue to go off the field and make stupid boneheaded decisions, bro, then the team might trade you. But from a talent standpoint, man, I mean, I feel like you gotta keep him if you can. You know what I mean? You gotta keep him, man. Jalen Naylor, I feel like you gotta keep him too, man.
Yeah.
He's played good, bro. He's played good. I say keep the staff together, bro. What you say? I say keep the core together, man. I think these three with good quarterback play, these three can ball out.
Yeah, definitely, man. No cap. Like I've been standing on that. I feel like this was a prove it year for Jalen Naylor, definitely, and I think he proved it. And I feel like you talk about chemistry and you know guys being in sync. You keep this court together if you can. Yeah. Definitely keep it together if you can, bro. Like Naylor showed you a different side this year. He showed you the talent. He showed you he could catch the ball. He showed you he could be clutch. Then you put that alongside Addison and Jettas with a revamped offense next year. McCarthy playing better O-line. Hell yeah, bro. You definitely keep this core together, man. Ain't no way you can't. Shout out Vikings, JJ Vikings in the building. EJ speaking the best language. Facts, man. Shout out JJ Vikings, man. Heavy. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, shout out nephew, man.
Shout out, man.
Let's go. Yeah. Shout out Neff in the building.
You gotta keep them together, man. Yeah. Got to. I mean, that's a benefit. Naylor's gonna trust me. If you don't keep Naylor, I don't know how much he gonna want. I know he due for a check, but if he goes somewhere else in the division or out of the division, he's gonna ball. You know, and you don't want that, homie. You talking about Super Bowl, and we want to keep as much as the core as we can.
And people say he's gonna get paid, but like, what does that mean, right? Because I think that's the real question. Like, he's gonna get paid, but I mean, he's not about to break the bank. He's a player that can absolutely be kept on the team if the team really wants him. Like, if the team wants him, it's not going to be a decision where you got to free up all this space to keep a guy like Jalen Naylor. Now, it might be that way with Addison. Addison might demand obviously a bag, right? He might just
Yeah, that,
his agent might
even
make
with
a
that
case for
though,
that.
even with that though, they don't got to pay Addison this year, right?
Yeah, true.
Do they got to pay him or no?
No, no, they don't. No, they don't got
Right,
to pay
it's
him
not
this year.
okay.
It'll be next year. But then
Yeah,
again, the cardinal rule though, EJ, is you
yeah.
never play on your last year of your contract. So if we're
Hmm.
gonna go now, the Vikings can be a-holes about it and say, hey, it is what it is, bro. Like the rules are the rules. But
Right.
there's always that cardinal rule of, hey man, if you want to keep me, go ahead, commit now. Because this is my
Right.
last year. And usually players of his caliber, good players usually don't play on their last year of their of
So
their
you talking about
contract. But
fifth year option and all that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
I'm
we'll
going
see. And
for it.
which I believe that year, this year coming up, I guess that's when that would happen, right? Picking up his fifth
Right.
year
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this before I answer. Right. So do you think this year alone that Jordan Addison has earned the right to be able to say, "Hey, I'm sitting out. I need my money." You think he did enough this year to say that? I
Nope.
don't think he did, bro. I think he had too many drops. He
Yeah.
wasn't as consistent enough, and he missed 3 games over some dumb shit he did. He chose to do. Period. You
Yep.
know.
No, I
So I,
agree. Yeah.
I don't think he got the luxury to say, "Hey, y'all ain't paying me. I'm sitting out." Forget that. You got
Yeah.
to prove something, bro.
But
Really,
yeah.
Naylor played better than him all year. We being real.
No, facts. I agree 100%. But the crazy part is like other teams, the other 31 teams
Yeah, yeah.
are they don't care about none of that. So what his agent is going to use as leverage is, well,
Right.
shit, I got these other teams that's willing to pay me right now, regardless of the shit I did off the field over here in Minnesota. I ain't do it in Chicago. I didn't do it in Miami. I didn't do it in, Dallas,
Yeah,
whatever other teams. They
right.
not gonna care. They gonna invest it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's kind of where the leverage is. As Vikings fans, we know like, bro, you
Right.
ain't did enough to be trying to break no bank over here. Like shit,
I
you
like that.
regular, you average. You know what I mean?
Gotta do more.
So yeah, but I think his agent might approach it aggressively though, just because he's a first round pick and he did. I mean, he's played like we know that he can ball, right? Like
Yeah,
we know
yeah,
he's a dog when he is locked in. It's
exactly.
about getting him there. I don't know.
Right. Now
We'll
let me
see.
look at this comment right quick, bro. Hold on. I don't think KOC likes JJ. They think they're going to go all in for Joe Burrow to make 18 happy.
Ooh wee.
Now I don't do you I mean I don't know about that one, man.
So
What
so my thing is EJ on that, regardless of me and you, right? And
you,
everybody in the chat, like regardless if we don't want Joe Burrow, the
yeah, yeah,
reality is as an NFL team, we can feel how we want to feel. But
right,
an NFL team, if Joe Burrow is actually available and the word is out that he no longer wants to be in Cincinnati and he's ready to change
right,
and have a change in career and take a new step in his journey, bro,
right,
the Vikings are calling Cincinnati, whether we like it or not, bro. They're going to make an offer, and the offer is going to be probably market value. It's probably going to be 2 first round picks because Quasi then will be willing to do. I truly
right.
believe.
You think Burrow's worth that? 2 first rounds?
I mean, look again. Me and you don't believe
Yeah,
that it's worth it, right? Like we don't want the team to do that. But what I'm saying is from a business standpoint in the NFL, this doesn't happen often where you
right,
get
right.
a quarterback of Joe Burrow's caliber available.
Yeah, yeah.
So, being that it's going to happen, you can eliminate some teams that aren't going to make the call. But
All
then
right.
there's at least, I would say, what, 26 teams that roughly
Right,
that
right.
will make the call. And I think we'll be one of them. Unfortunately, we will be. Regardless of how we feel about JJ McCarthy, man, it is what it is. It's Joe Burrow. He is injury prone and he has all these flaws that we can go down the list. But
Yeah,
as a GM, and a head coach, especially Kevin O'Connell, boy,
yeah.
he's sitting in his office like, bro, Joe Burrow
Yeah,
available?
yeah.
Like, bro, we got to kick that tire, bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
yeah.
to kick the tire, bro. We
All
got
right.
to. Whether he comes here or not, because I'm sure there's a lot of teams that's gonna kick the tire. I mean, Miami's a good candidate now, being that Tua's pretty much out of there. Miami's gonna be a good candidate for him to
Yeah.
go. So, and they may have more money to throw at him. So, shit. I mean, maybe we'll get eliminated just based off of us not being able to really pay that money. You know what I'm saying? So
That's gonna be a lot of bread. We talk about cap space
yeah,
too, you know.
yeah,
I mean,
because he's
in my
like 50 million or something.
shit, probably.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, is the goal to like build a team or just go get a quarterback? Because they don't
yeah,
guarantee you a championship, especially not
exactly.
with that old line
Yeah,
and with the
exactly.
secondary. So we got to think about a full spectrum, you know.
We'll pretty much look like how the Bengals look. We'll pretty much be the Bengals.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't care. You got the old line and you got Kelsey calling the way he did this year. You
Yeah,
can't. You got to protect your quarterback, dog. We saw it in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. I
yeah,
don't care who the quarterback is. You don't protect him. It's nothing.
yeah. I mean, and the football fan in me like still thinks about the Joe Burrow situation and says to myself, bro, if he was a Minnesota Viking, like this team would be better though. If he's healthy, right? Like if he's healthy, I mean, Joe Burrow, we've seen him do it with less talent. We've seen him, throw for 5,000 yards. We've seen him go out there and be a top 2 quarterback in the NFL when
Right.
he is available. So, you think about that and you're like, it's almost like if you watch Patrick Mahomes and then all of a sudden he gets hurt for the next 2 years, but then he wants out of KC. It's like, well, yeah, bro's been hurt, but like it's Patrick Mahomes though. Like, are you willing to take that risk? Like it's Patrick. These type of names don't come up often
Right.
to be
Right.
available to add to your team. So like
Yeah.
when they do come around, it's like everybody wants in. Like shit, I want in, I want in. But we're all on the same page, EJ, and a lot of us in the community are on the same page where we're not on the Burrow train as far as making it happen
Right.
because
Right.
of all the consequences that come on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So,
To me, it's like it's not enough. You just like don't literally know, man. Like he could come
yeah,
in. Now, I ain't gonna say, oh, I'm gonna be so just mad if they get Burrow, but at
yeah,
the same time, I ain't gonna be just super happy about it. I want to see
right.
what McCarthy can actually do, and I
Me
want to
too.
see what type of team they can build with this quarterback on this rookie contract.
Yeah.
Shout out to Evil for the $2 in the chat, man.
He said he took my to even thought my big skull doesn't like me. He took my Vikings fan
Oh,
card.
I take it last week. I'll take it, boy. Give me that card, dog.
Let me get that card, bro. Let me get that.
Shout out to Evil in the building, though, bro.
Yeah, shout out to E, man.
Burrow, I mean, what would that's I don't know because how much? So realistically, what would the Vikings give up? 2 first rounds and a third or second?
I would say 2 first rounds for sure. I mean, that's probably minimum is 2 firsts, and then maybe a player and another pick too, or maybe another late round pick in there or pick swap
Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah,
Quasi
yeah.
loves the pick swap thing, so I
Right.
could
All the
see, swapping a fourth for a fifth or something like that, something in
yeah.
that range.
All right, so let
I'm
me ask
just
you.
saying, man, don't be surprised if the conversations ramp up. If it's true, because like again, Joe Burrow right now, he feels the way he feels because it's in the midst of the season, his team's looking bad. But like all of this conversation can change in February, where it's like after the Super Bowl's played, and it's like, you know what, man, it's cool. We're gonna build towards the future, and I'm staying.
Right.
But
Shout out my dog in the zone sports, man. Shout out my dog in
out
the
in the
zone
zone,
sports
man,
in the chest, man.
for sure.
Hell yeah. Damn, dog. I don't know, man. Let me ask you this question right quick. So you, as far as the weakest point of the team, what
Yeah,
do you think that is right now? Like the weakest positions, man, weakest area.
I think the offensive line, the center
Yeah.
position is something that needs to be addressed, which I think the fix for the center position is actually on the roster right now in Blake Brandell. If you ask me, I think the Vikings need to commit to Blake Brandell being the center.
At
Right.
the
Like I
center
think
position?
I think they should actually let him this offseason go into the offseason with,
Yeah.
hey, we're changing your position. You're a center. Like when you look him up on ESPN, it should have a C. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my opinion. I just think reps would make him really good. He could because he showed promise doing it,
Yeah.
and he's big. I mean, look, I think more reps he takes at center, the better he'll get from what we've seen, what we did see already, and that's a good sign in my opinion. I just think Blake Brandell should be the Vikings center moving forward, unless you're going to actually invest in a center the
Right.
right way. Like
Right.
they tried it though. We got to give Quasi props.
Kelly,
He
yeah.
tried. He tried it at least. He did the action. It just didn't
Yeah.
work out how it should have. But he did the action, and we got to applaud him for that. But
Yeah.
the offensive line still needs to be fixed. The defensive line, in my opinion, still needs some boosting up too, man. Like
Yeah.
because this offseason pretty much was a miss if you think about it.
Interior, yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
I like Allen just a little more than Hargrave, and like I say, the defense has been playing good down the stretch. But if you keep one of them, you probably keep Allen. You got to get some more young boys, big boys up there. Hopefully, a juggernaut in free agency, but we need more big boys up front, dog. Now we got you can't forget now. I think Tyrion Ingram is going to be legit. I think he got to grow and develop into his body, but I think he could definitely be a problem.
Yeah.
Sure, he's an athlete.
I like him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he just got to grow into his body, man. That's it. And I feel like he's gonna be a real problem one day.
No, I like him. Yeah, no, for sure. And Levi Drake Rodriguez.
Yes, man, motor, high motor. You know, you can't coach that shit, dog. So we're not far away, man. We just got to solidify maybe two more trench players.
Yeah, Jalen Redmond, obviously.
Yeah, man, come on, dog, man. He finna get paid too, you know. He balling.
So like you look at Redmond and Levi Drake Rodriguez together, and then like you said, adding Tid to that equation next year, where he may get some good reps going into the offseason and stuff like that. Like the defensive interior could be surprisingly good next season. You feel me? Like it really could be. But the offensive line to me is important, and it's not so much the starters. Like if you go into next season with the starting lineup right now with Christian Darrisaw, which we can talk about his availability. You got your first round draft pick in Jackson. You put Blake Brandell at center, or if you're going to do Juergens, I know, shout out Jackson saying that Juergens would be good. Okay, cool. If people feel like that, I disagree a little bit. But
I don't like Juergens as a starter.
Me neither. I just don't think he's a starting center. I'm sorry. I just don't. I think Blake Brandell is miles ahead of him, bro. He's not even a true center. You got Kelly, which
he probably out of there, dog.
Kelly's gone, right? You got Fries. You got Fries now at the right guard, which I mean, that's a debatable argument too. Like, is he good? Was he worth it? I don't know. Right. Can you upgrade that? Probably, in my opinion. But you know, maybe Fries will come around next year and you know, being in the system 2 years. Let's give him the 2-year window. We'll do that. I'm cool with that. Brian O'Neill. But the problem is not them. The problem is the depth. And we've seen that our offensive line tends to go down, bruh, dropping like flies. So what you need to do, I think what's important for this offseason for Kwesi is to look past the starters. Look past trying to just bring in guys to start right away. You need to be looking for guys that, hey, when the starter goes down, it's actually next man up mentality. Because we throw this next man up mentality around, but that's not the reality. You feel me? Like, for real, bruh, because next man up isn't going from Christian Darrisaw to Justin Suckle. That's not next man up, bruh. That is, it's over with. Like, the left side of your line is now done. For real. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You get some better players, man, some depth players. And I'm not saying you got to go out there and beat Christian Darrisaw. Obviously, Christian Darrisaw, when he's out there, he's a top 3 tackle. But goddamn it, give me an average guy. You know what I mean? Give me a guy that can hold it down for at least a week.
Yeah, give me something, man. Facts, man. School is not that guy. Whoever, like, we need more depth. Like, you know, Kwesi got to do that. And this is the draft to do it. You can build your depth and get some starters this draft. Kwesi just got to, I don't know, dog. Like, this scouting team, I coursed in this whole scouting team.
Yeah, no way, team, bro. Me and Realistic Randy got a list of all the scouts that are the official scouts of the Vikings. Yeah, we're keeping a track of it, bro, because you know that's who needs to take a lot of this blame. The scouts that go to the, you know, Senior Bowls and the NFL combines of the world and go to these college games, like they are the ones that are letting us Vikings fans down.
Yeah, well, like, what are you looking at, man? Yeah. Like, what are you identifying? What are you looking at? Okay.
Those are the real enemies, bro. I'm trying to let y'all know. It's easy to say, oh, Kwesi's not good. Kwesi isn't drafting right. And I get it. He's the head guy, right? He's the main bird. So you got to throw it on him. But the reality is it's the team that he has going to these places, man. These people that are going, and I'm going to post the list. The list is a bunch of people nobody knows about. I mean, these are regular names, but guess what? They're watching games right now.
Yeah, you got to question that dude. What's that dude named? Grigson too. Ryan Grigson.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to question him too, man. He done had some bad drafts in his
nutsack, man. Like,
Kwesi gonna have to revamp some shit, man. You know,
for real, and that's why we got to blame Kwesi. Because look, man, you got to drag your nuts, bro, and start letting people walk out the door. You know,
Yeah.
these people are costing you your job. You know what I mean? Like they're costing you your job, bro. And the fans are on to you now. Straight
Hey,
up.
and it might be one of the best ones of the night, man. I might have to do the train on this one. He say, "Can't believe Harbaugh wanted to come here, but they wanted KOC instead." Come on, man.
Hey, nah, hey.
Yeah, man. Hold up.
Hey, Class G said time to pour some concrete. Yeah, no.
Bruh, hey, Harbaugh. Now I'll say this, man. Looking at it now and just knowing who Harbaugh is, 4 years gone, whatever, the Vikings would have been in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we would have been.
I guarantee
Absolutely,
that, bro.
absolutely.
No
Yeah.
cap, man. I guarantee that, bro.
And I'll tell you this, I guarantee you this, JJ McCarthy would still been the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings right now in 2025.
Yep.
With
Yep.
Harbaugh as the coach. If Harbaugh would have got hired in 2022, the JJ McCarthy would have been the quarterback still. Right
Come on,
now, he would have been the quarterback of the Vikings.
Come on, bro.
And that's a big finnack.
Big fact. You know, it's coaching, man. Like I say, like I see the progress the last stretch of the season, but next year if they stick around, they're gonna have to show more progress, man. We got to win. Like you got to build your team, and you got to really win. You got the money to do it. You just got to hit in the draft.
Bro, that's the problem we have is drafting, bro. Like I mean, the drafts have been so bad to where it's finally catching up to us and realizing you can't buy yourself in free agency. You can't buy your team, man, because you can buy a year, but you can buy a year. I'm a firm believer. You can buy a year, right? You have certain pieces. You can go buy a couple, like 2 or 3 more players that really put you over the top. But like now, that window's already closed for us. So like 2026 off free agency isn't about going and trying to buy your Super Bowl. It ain't going to work, bro. We don't have any depth. We don't have any players to step in. Injuries happen. And we just don't have the foundation. The players that we drafted in the 2023 NFL draft should now be flourishing in this damn defense and this offense on this team. But guess what? Out of the 12 guys we got damn near, we got 2 of them.
Where they
Guess
at?
what? Guess who it is? Jalen Naylor, which we having great conversation about, right? We should keep him around. He finally came around 4 years later. Cool. That's cool. We keep him. And Ty Chandler.
Yep. That's it. That's crazy.
Come
Think about how it sound, dog. That's piss poor.
Nasty, bro. Like it's nasty. It's catching
poor.
up to us, man.
Yeah, and he just got an extension as well. Like the Wilson's so nice, Minnesota Vikings, nice type shit. Like it's time for him to prove it, man. That's just
it's time for him to prove it, man. I think me and you are on the same page, right? Like we're giving him a leash. Like I think all Vikings fans gave him a leash. We all giving him a leash, man, because he does have good pickups too. Like, you know, like we're not saying it's all bad. Like he has good moves too.
Yeah,
like Jalen Redmond is one of them. Jalen Redmond, XFL player, man, great find. Blake Cashman, great pickup. Van Ginkel, the Gink that stole Christmas. You know what I mean? Shout out the Gink that stole Christmas, man.
Grenard though, Jonathan Grenard,
great one. I'll even give him Aaron Jones, great one. You know, well, maybe not great, but good, really good.
Good, solid.
Really good.
He really just can't stay healthy, but he's tough as hell.
One thing about Aaron Jones, though, when you talk about injuries, I think because we always see him lay on the turf a little longer than the average player, we believe that if he's injury prone, but like the truth of the matter is he doesn't miss games though. Like he just misses like a series or two, like a drive or two. That's it, and he's right back out there. Like one thing about he's tough, bro. Like he puts it on the line. So shout out, man. Let's give Aaron Jones a damn round of applause, man. Shout out to him, man. You know what I mean? Tough dude, bro. Tough dude. Like that's a good one, man. Jackson, good one. I feel like we always talk about the negatives, man. So it's good to shine light on the good moves that he does make too, just so you can kind of make an evaluation on how you really feel about Quase.
Yeah, he's still doing it too. And so who are you says Rodgers can go as far as the secondary? Like who do you want to see go and stay? As far as your opinion, like if you could pick right now, who's going, who's staying, and then you build him from there.
So I think Isaiah Rodgers would be perfect staying if he gets paid as a backup and becomes a backup, a depth piece. He's perfect. That's what I want to look for. Like imagine having a lockdown corner and then Isaiah Rodgers is behind that said player. So that if that said player twists an ankle or God forbid something happens where he has to miss a week or two,
All right.
Isaiah Rodgers, it's your time to shine, buddy, for these next 2 weeks or this
Yeah.
next game. Hold it down until our guy gets healthy and comes back.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, Isaiah Rodgers to me is the definition of what I want out there on the bench, being put in when things go south and your starter gets hurt. He's the type of, you know, performance. Like, that's the type of performance I expect out of my second string player. So if you go into it with, all right, Isaiah Rodgers, we're replacing you, but you're still going to be a Minnesota Viking. You're going to be a depth player. You know what I mean? Rose of the world coming out there, which no knock to him. Isaiah Rodgers, you're going out there. That's kind of what I want to see, man. So I would keep him if that's the case. If that's not the case and we're bringing him back to be the starter again, I'm probably ready to move off of him. You know what I mean? Because, again, his tackling is a liability. His coverage isn't as good as people hyped it up to be as man-to-man because he was fast, they thought. But it tells you that's why the Eagle, bro, think about how smart the Eagles are with players, right? And keeping talent. If Isaiah Rodgers was cut like that, he would have been an Eagle, period.
Yep.
Been an Eagle, bro. Like, that's the truth.
Even though their secondary is kind of trash too, but nah, for real though, they definitely would have kept him, but they secondary ain't up to par either.
He lost his job to 2 rookies, bro. Let's just call it for what it is, bro. 2 rookies stepped in and took that boy job, like, period. And I like Isaiah Rodgers as a person, great person, you know, great human being as far as, like, for the fans and stuff. He interacts with fans. Great dude, bro. But, like, I just don't think he's good enough. He's not up to my expectations for a cornerback, man. I think cornerback, man, we need some dogs out there, bro. Like,
to me, he's not. And he's not like tough enough for his size. You see the Steelers expose them, the Eagles expose them.
He's soft.
Can't tackle, bro. He can't
tackle. So to say go, another one I would say go is Harry Hitman. You know, I want to see him walk out and I want to see him ride off in the sunset this year. That's my opinion. Regardless of what we've been seeing with these last couple games, I just think it's time, man. I just think it's time, bro. You know, it's time.
Time for Hitman to go.
It's man. Like, leave on a solid note, bro. You know, get in the NFL, get in the Hall of Fame, go in the Vikings Ring of Honor, bro. But, like, what I fear is you come back next year and then you really do hit that cliff. Because at the beginning of this season, you can't tell me it didn't look like boy was bungee jumping off that cliff, bro. Like, for real. That boy was bungee jumping off that cliff earlier this year, man. It looked like he was too slow. He was
still like. He's still slow, man. Like, he gives some flash plays, but Hitman, he who he is.
But it makes me wonder, Big SKOL, is remember that mystery injury he had or something? Mystery like thing. Like, they never disclosed what that was.
What do you think it was though? Him just not feeling it?
That's the thing, bro. I don't know. It was like a mystery illness or something going on, bro. And maybe it finally is. You know, maybe that's the case. Maybe he's finally 100% now, and that's why we see the real Hitty out there. You know?
Like I said, if he come back, I wouldn't be mad, long as he understands that he is not the starter. You know, he will be playing a backup role, and that's it. But I wouldn't be mad at all if he came back. But
do you think he would want to come back to be a backup though?
Man,
at this point in his career, I feel like if he's coming back, it's because he wants to play. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so I think he can still play. He can still be in a rotation. Yeah. But I think Hitman. I think if Hitman truly believes that the Vikings can compete next year for a bowl or make the playoffs, I think he'll come back and be a backup and be in the rotation somehow. But if he thinks, no, I ain't trying to put this work in again, man, long off season, just the same team, or you know, if he don't believe in the coaches, no, hell no. But if he believes in this team, I think he'll come back, bro. But come back just to lose, nah.
And again, I'm with you. I wouldn't be like, obviously, if they announce, hey, Hitman's coming back, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I mean, it's Hitman, bro. I got nothing but respect for him, bro. Love him. One of my favorite Vikings of all time. Like, I mean, him being on the team, in my opinion, I feel like he's a liability now.
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, like, we can love him all we want.
Right. Yeah.
Say that he's on the team just to say he's on the team. But like, if we're honestly trying to push for a Super Bowl, Hitman's window is closed, bro. I'm sorry.
He's not your starter.
That's just the facts. Right? Like, he a Hall of Famer, just not in 2026.
He cannot be on the field as your starting safety. No, period.
Yeah, period, bro.
This guy,
and that goes back to Caleb Downs. Got to get Caleb.
Gotta get downs. Shout out Ray Petty. He said Jettas isn't the issue. Who said Jettas is the issue though? That's my question. Who the
Yeah.
hell said Jettas is the issue? I don't think
Man,
we said.
I did a video. I did a video of some dude, man. I had to expose him
Yeah.
a little bit. He was talking, not Ray. It was some dude on Twitter that did a video. He has like his own little podcast, and he was talking crazy about Justin Jefferson. Like just one of those videos where you could tell it's a dude that doesn't watch the Vikings. I think that's what irritates me the most is you have certain people that do videos on the Minnesota Vikings, but they don't watch anything Vikings, bro. They just they find a random tweet of a hater, a Lions fan talking about the Vikings, and then go drop a video on it, bro.
You know what they do, rap? Or they watch a highlight of the game and think they know some shit.
Yeah, bro. And so me, man, I look at it as content opportunity. And I put their face on the screen, bro. I ain't lying to you, man. I'm
what's the sucker name? What's the sucker name?
To be real, I ain't even get it. Hold on. Let me see. I can tell you. I ain't even get dog name, man. I screen recorded the video. But if you go look at my last video, Big Score, you'll see his face, man. I put him on there, man. You know, I had to, you know, I've been doing that all year with JJ McCarthy haters. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you want to talk crazy, bro? And especially if I feel like you don't really tap in with our community.
Yeah,
bro, I ain't letting that slide, bro. Like, yeah, I got to do a video on you, bro. That's not saying that I'm doing a video on you trying to, you know, belittle you or anything like that. I'm saying it's content, bro. You want to talk crazy? You want to get on the internet and talk crazy? I got to stand up for my squad, bro. You talking crazy. You could tell you don't know what the hell you talking about.
So I be doing with these analysts, man, cowherds and stuff, bro. Just be talking, man.
Pie in it. Oh, well, I screen recorded it from a page called Pie in a Can, but I don't know if that's actually the dude. But he's a brother on there talking, man, and it's just like, man, knock it off. I had to do a video on him, bro. He was go check it out after the stream, Big Skull, man. It's my last video. It's the Justin Jefferson video. You'll see. Because I recorded the audio clip where I let him talk, and that boy buried himself.
Hey, T-Bass say receivers are a dime a dozen, and are a dime a dozen. Don't overpay a third receiver. I mean, what would be overpaying Naylor though, T-Bass? I mean, I must know, dog. You know, you must expound, dog.
And like, so when it comes to wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
So I agree with partial of that take. And when it comes to wide receiver, we see plenty of teams that don't have wide receiver ones. I mean, Cleveland Browns could be a prime example where their wide receiver one is Jerry Jeudy. And then after that, you can't really name anybody, right? The Miami Dolphins are another one. You have Waddle, and then you can't name anybody. So I say that to say, I know we take the wide receiver position light and act like we can just go out and grab anybody and wide receivers shouldn't get paid. But the truth is that is false. You can go and look at teams around the NFL that don't have true ones and they're ass, bruh. And it doesn't matter. Patrick Mahomes himself doesn't have a true one. Look what's going on. If Patrick Mahomes had Justin Jefferson, bro, they would be going to the Super Bowl probably again. You know what I mean? Like, and that's reality, man. We sit here and we talk about Justin Jefferson is overpaid and this, that, until we don't have one. All right. And then we're going to be like, God damn, we need a wide receiver one. And then we're going to have to go in the draft and use a top pick, because that's what you have to do. To replace those type of players, you have to use your first round pick and trade up and get a wide. You can't get a wide receiver in the third round. You can't get a Ty Felton. You can't get a Jalen Naylor and think that they're going to step in and be, you know, and nothing's going to be missing. Your offense is just going to continue to play the same. It just isn't, it isn't the truth, man.
And then this fact here, you won't get a receiver who's been in this same system, who's really coming into himself in the system, really got chemistry with the other players in this system. So it's more than just who you pay. It's about chemistry, dog. You know what I'm saying? The bond, like understanding the offense, you know?
We tried to pick up the Eagles' first round pick. Remember how that worked out?
Hell yeah.
The dude that got picked before Justin Jefferson. What's his name? What was the dude name, man?
Rager.
TCU. Rager. Jalen Rager.
Garbage. Yeah.
Garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, hold on, bro. This dude,
man, we need it.
Hey, how you feel about Hawk, man? Hold on. We got Two Evil said Hawk is way overpaid and extremely mid. I agree.
Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, no, we on the same page. Yeah, Hawk need to go. Yeah, Hawk got to
Come
go.
on, man.
Like Hawk
Let's
got
put
to.
that back up there. Hold up, bro. It's facts.
He has to go. Too evil on point with that for sure.
Yeah, bro. He's so soft though, dog.
I mean, I just think it's like for that, I think in Hawk's prime, you could have that argument. I'm sorry that his prime just kind of ended sooner than later, and I
Like
think our boy Oliver can put up the same production, bro, if not more. You know what I mean? Like,
hear me? Come on.
yeah. And Jay Dill has a point. Jay Dilly, like, Hawk got robbed by Kirby, and you know what? You may have a case there, and it's unfortunate that happened, man. Kirby with that lame tackle, man, tackling him like that on his knee. So yeah, I mean, you could have a point there. That could have shattered his confidence on top of his ability to get in and out his breaks. So I can see that, but that's not our fault at the end of the day, man. And the truth is, we could feel bad for him, but we're trying to win a Super Bowl as a fan base, and he got to go, bro. He got to go.
No, if say they release him this year, can they save money off him, or would they get penalized for that because of how much they paying him? That's a question to be asked, right?
Well, yeah, we'll have to look.
Yeah, that's for a later conversation, but it's definitely like shit. Keep Hawkinson for what? You got young tight ends and you got Oliver. I mean, come on now. If you can save money getting rid of him, he out the building for me.
Yeah, no, fact. No, Hawk need to be out the building regardless. I think you can definitely use 2 tight ends to make up for his production. I mean, what is his production? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you missing? I mean, don't get me wrong though. Me and one of my good friends, FJB, who's part of the community, we had a long conversation about TJ Hawkinson, right? And he made me think a little bit where it's like, if you notice at the beginning of the season, TJ Hawkinson was a big piece in protecting JJ McCarthy, at least trying to. He didn't seem like he got a lot of protection, but TJ Hawkinson at least did his part in that role. And so his blocking ability was really put to the test at the beginning of the season. And that's why we weren't seeing a ton of, touchdown catches. And because at the same time, we're developing JJ McCarthy and trying to get him in the groove. And then you got Carson Wentz coming in, and everything was just kind of getting lost in the sauce when we think about TJ Hawkinson. But I will say, man, as far as the role that he was asked to do in at the beginning of the season for the Minnesota Vikings, it's not his fault. It's Kevin O'Connell and them asking him to do something instead of catching touchdowns and stuff. You know,
he ain't about that blocking life like that, bro.
He's all right. He's average. Yeah, he's average. He's average. Yeah, he can be Oliver like that.
Hold on, bro. Every 2 hours in rocking, man. Y'all like this chat up, man. You hear me? Subscribe to me, man. Subscribe to me, man. Come on, man.
Let's go. Shout out to Evil. Hey, pull up that 2 Evil one. Let's go.
We should have been done this, man. Let's get
boys. That higgity hot boys. You know what time it is, man. Let's go. 400 degrees in the building. You hear me?
You hear me? Let's go, bro.
Good pull up 2 Evils real quick. He said, "Rap, 2 Evils. Yeah, which QB you and Big SKOL want from this list?" Yeah, pull that up and let's
it's at the bottom. Hold on.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. Yeah, it'll be towards the newcomers. It's a super chat.
Oh, okay. Right here.
Yeah, no, but shout out to Jackson. Let's do that. I'm going to buy a Donovan Jackson jersey. Hold on, what did he say? I'm going to buy a Donovan Jackson jersey. That way, all I have to do is look on the back of the jersey in case I forget my name. Let's go. Shout out my boy Jackson, man. He always support, man. Shout out
Jackson in the building, man.
That's a fact. Shout out to
Jackson, man. Hold on, what do you say? Hold on, where 2 Evils at though?
It should be towards the bottom. It's like one of the newer ones.
Hold on.
Scroll all the way down. And then
here we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Rap, which QB do you and Big SKOL want from this list? Tua, Burrow, Lamar, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, Smith, Matt Stafford, or Mac Jones? Which one you picking, Big SKOL?
My guy, too evil. Don't ever put who you put on there?
Justin Fields,
Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, dog. Hey, don't ever put Russell Wilson on there, my boy. Hold on, bro. Let me see. Burrow definitely would take Burrow. Are you saying pick one? Is he saying pick one?
Yeah, like which one would you take from that list to be? Yeah,
Lamar. Let's see, man. Fuck it.
I mean,
Give
to
me,
me,
give me
I feel
Lamar,
like,
man.
yeah, I was about to say
Take
I'm
Lamar.
Lamar too. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Lamar too. I think that's kind of a, I
take
think
Lamar,
that's
dog.
I think that's kind of an easy one. The top three, if I did top three, it would be Lamar, Burrow, and Stafford. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I think Stafford's one of the like Stafford would be legit on the Minnesota Vikings, man, with the wide receiver. Like Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson,
that
they would
boy,
really shine with a Stafford, bro.
man, that boy see the quick feel so quick, right? He
He
just
sees the field
boom,
quick, bro.
boom, right there, boom. He know what's up, bro.
He knows what's up, bro. Stafford be in his bag for real. Like
Yeah,
Stafford,
quick,
like,
dog. Like motherfucker, read it. Boom, he there. He delivered that
yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why they gave how they gave the Seahawks that game, but he was dotting them up.
Yeah, North said, I think Lamar's breaking down. Yeah, some people can make that argument,
Ooh,
you know.
he is hurt. He is hurt.
Some people can make that argument. You know, I want to go down this road real quick, Big Skull, because I was
Yeah.
watching a Lions content creator. Shout out my boy over there on Lions Syndicate. You know what I mean? I was tapping into him last night, or really
Yeah.
yesterday during the game too, right?
Right.
And but he had a great point, man. You know, he's very intelligent the way he speaks and stuff, and I really I appreciate his analysis of the game.
I get that.
And his fans were in his chat.
Yeah.
This was about second quarter. They were
Yeah. Yeah.
talking about Jared Goff, and we need to get rid of Jared Goff. You know how every fan base is,
Right.
right?
Right.
The quarterback starts playing a little bad. We need to trade Jared Goff's the reason. It's always the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But he and there everybody was like, we need to get a mobile quarterback. Well,
Mm.
he went down this path of, you know, I don't want a mobile quarterback. This is him speaking. He's saying, I don't want a mobile quarterback. He's like, because if you notice, everybody wants these mobile quarterbacks, these quarterbacks that can run around, Lamar Jacksons of the world, you know, Jaden Daniels of the world. Well, if
Mm.
you look at it, he
Mhm.
made a lot of sense with this. And I'm guilty of it because I want a mobile. I love the mobile quarterback too.
All
But
right.
he's like, if you look at it, all of them always cost their team because they get hurt. Because once you become not a quarterback anymore,
Mm.
meaning once you start the running out of the pocket, you're free game now. You're
Mm.
now a running back. You know what I'm saying? And you're seeing these quarterbacks, they're getting hurt, bro, a lot.
Right.
Like it's happening, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are getting smacked and they're not quarterbacks anymore. He had a good point where you really want a quarterback that just understands the pocket, knows
Mm.
how to move and improvise it within the pocket, within the means of still playing quarterback and not being a running back. You know what I mean? And
I
it
think
makes
Lamar.
sense.
I think Lamar understands that though. I think sometimes he leans on the running because he can, and he's gonna have to stop that. Especially he continues to get injured. You know,
Yeah.
later in his career, he got to be smarter.
Yeah.
But I think Lamar can definitely read the pocket and read the field.
Yeah,
You
me
know,
too. Me too. I like Lamar.
you know, yeah. I think it like depends on the situation. He's shown he can be a in the pocket quarterback, but he can run as well. Injuries,
Yeah.
you know, his style, he's gonna get hurt. You know, but when
But
early,
that's pretty much the point he was making, right? Like
we talk
quarterbacks
about-
that are like that, their chances of getting hurt are super high. Like
All
a
right.
quarterback like Lamar is going to get hurt more than a quarterback like Jared Goff or Kirk
Right.
Cousins, right? Like, yes,
Right.
they're in the pocket and they can get hurt, obviously, but
Mhm.
like Lamar has a higher chance. Jaden Daniels has a higher chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any quarterback, Josh Allen has
Mhm.
a higher chance of getting hurt because they use their feet a lot. And I think
Yeah.
it's what's important is being smart, you know, being a smart
Oh,
runner,
yeah.
man. Hopefully JJ McCarthy can build some of that
Right.
intelligence.
You learn how to go down, be smart with it. Yeah.
He be diving head first. I don't be liking that shit. I be like, bro, chill out, bro. You doing too much, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But I just feel like I don't know because you know you see pocket quarterbacks get hurt too because some crazy shit. Burrow he
True.
get hurt a lot. I think it just depends, man.
Yeah, I mean, injuries is just part of the game. I guess if you can avoid it, like if you can win without it, without
Right.
your quarterback being so risky, you
Yeah.
know, like trying to find that middle ground, like a quarterback, like I mean, like Patrick Mahomes is a prime example, I guess, right? Like he's a quarterback who plays the pocket real well, but he knows when to run and he never really takes hits, bro. Like Patrick Mahomes rarely takes hits. When he runs, his first thing on his mind is I'm running out of bounds. I'm going to get the yards I can get, whether
Right.
it's 3 or 5 or maybe it's 15 or 20, but
Yeah.
I'm getting out of bounds. I'm not getting touched. There ain't nobody about to get an opportunity to put no pads on me to where some of these other quarterbacks, you know, like the Lamars of the world, like the Jaden Daniels, they want to try to use their ability to juke and jab and all that. And They wind up getting smacked. You know what I mean? Like for sure.
Yeah.
And then now you cost your team though, right?
Right.
Now your team getting knocked out the playoffs because you got to start the backup.
Yep.
It's one of those deals.
Facts, man. No cap, man. Hold on. Look. Well, I was sub to EJ, just had to resub. What the F, YouTube? Hey, come on, YouTube. Stop
Let's
playing,
go,
man.
Y'all make sure y'all go sub the Big SKOL, man. EJ's journey, man. Go tap in with the bro, man. The bro be over there putting in that work, just like R.A. Peasy, man. He be dropping videos on a daily, you heard, and be streaming the games and stuff, man. Doing watch parties and college too. You know, my boy be hey, he ain't gonna miss no Alabama when they play again. They play tomorrow.
Nah. January 1st, dog. You know.
Oh, okay.
Indiana, man. Indiana, dog.
Hey, that's gonna be a game, boy. That's gonna be a game right there, boy. You think y'all got a fair shot? I know you're gonna say yeah. The Roll Tide fan and you gonna say hell yeah.
we just gotta play disciplined technical football, man. We'd be straight, man.
So speaking of that, how you feel about Ty Simpson? You think he's a NFL quarterback?
Oh man, I did a video about Ty Simpson comparing him. Well, asking is he Kirk Cousins? Now you know some people call it disrespect, but the way he played middle of the season, NFL quarterback. But this last part of the season, you know, he bounced back to Oklahoma game. I'll give him that. But he was looking bad. He was looking very Kirk Cousins-like as far as under pressure and all that. Now, you got to take in consideration O-line play has been bad, questionable play calling. But some of the throws he was making or not making, he looked pretty bad. But I think he's an NFL quarterback if he can stay consistent, bro. Definitely got talent, got that dog in him. He can win.
Yeah, so you know, speaking of another Bama quarterback, I want to talk about this real quick too. Is Bryce Young, right? Because I tap in. I got my bros down here in Charleston, where I'm at, South Carolina. They, you know, we Panthers. You got a ton of Panthers fans because it's right there, 3 hours away from where I live. So there's a lot of people Panthers fan. They got Black Cat Panther podcast, man. Great podcast for just entertainment in general. Like you don't have to be a Panthers fan, bro. Like you got to tap in with them boys, man, because they be talking it, bro. Like, but I say that to say they're not fans of Bryce Young, right? And they discredit him and his play and stuff. But he looks like he's been coming around lately. How'd you feel about Bryce Young? Did you feel like he was going to come in the NFL and be a good quarterback? You still got faith in Bryce Young? You think he's going to turn it up?
I ain't really watched him play a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna cap, but I thought he had the potential to be good. But I also figure you got to put the right pieces around him, which the Panthers look like they're doing now. Yeah. But at first, of course, he was looking bad, but you got to question the coaching around him, the line and all the weapons and all that. Yeah. They got weapons now, they got a defense, so he's coming along, bro. But I definitely thought he could be successful in the NFL. I know they talked about his height and size and shit, but we've seen quarterbacks overcome that, man. If you got talent, you got talent, period.
Yeah.
Happy for him, though, man. Roll Tide, man. Shout out Bryce Young, dog.
Shout out Bryce Young. That's why I asked you, man. You know that's your Bryce Young. That's your Bryce Young. Man.
Shout out Bryce Young.
Bandito said, yeah, EJ was sweating Young Jock. But what when y'all when they was playing would y'all play Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma. Yeah, he
started looking nasty. At first it was looking nasty. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, it was nasty at first. Hey, we handled that business though, man. Shout out to them Bama boys, bro. They just got to lock in, man. Shout out Kalen DeBoer.
So, but before we get up out of here, Big SKOL, man, because we've been rocking, bro. We going on 2 hours. Let's do 15 more minutes, man. Let's keep it on 2.5. Let's do 2.5 hours. Because I want to say we're about to head into this free agent. We're about to head into this off season, and we got the draft ahead of us. Man, give us a player or two on Bama, man. You think we shouldn't overlook, like whether it's the later rounds or what?
This year, let me see, man. That boy Lawson coming out linebacker number 0.
Okay.
I look at Lawson, man, you know.
Okay. All right, dog.
I think he could definitely be a solid linebacker in the league. Definitely a dog.
Okay.
Let me see. LT Overton on the line. See, Bama, we got a lot of young players too, dog. So, you know what I'm saying? We got young secondary, we got a lot of young talent. But I say LT Overton, number 22. Trench play.
Jay Dilly said Overton. Okay.
Yeah, Overton, definitely Overton. Secondary, it depends on Sab's decision. He's a safety. He could come out. He could play another year. I think he will come back, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, those are the 3 right now off the back. I'm trying to see what year Hubbard is in. Safety, white dude, baller though, dog.
Baller?
Number 18, Bryce Hubbard. Yeah.
Okay.
Dog.
Okay.
I don't know if he a junior. I don't know if he coming out or not, but you got to pay attention to that. But Bama got a young squad though, man. Then you got Ty Simpson, but we don't really need no quarterback if he don't return. But
But
yeah,
you
off
think, I
top,
mean, Ty Simpson, though, man, like, I feel like even if he enters the draft, he going to be like a Ewers type player. He might get picked up in the 6th, 7th round. You think he going to be a first round pick?
it depends on how he finished these playoffs, dog. Because
Yeah, I guess.
we've seen him look like a first round pick all season, parts of the season, but also he looked like a second round, third round pick. But if he finishes strong and plays well down the stretch, the playoff stretch, he earned himself first round pick. Yeah,
Probably late first.
late first. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he balls out, he definitely be late first. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
All
Shout
right,
out
we
to
gonna
Simpson,
see.
man.
Yeah, we gonna
Shout out
see,
to
man.
Simpson.
You know, I'm excited about this upcoming draft, like I am every draft, because you
Right.
know what, that what we do in April is going to dictate what we do in September, August, October, November, December, and
Right.
and, and it's important. And I think, like, based off of this year and watching our football team, yeah, the least I feel like you got to get 2 starters out of this draft. And or I'll say this, a starter and a rotational player at least
Right.
out of
Right.
this draft right here. Out of like absolutely got to get one starter that comes in and impacts the game, not just starting just because he's a first round pick. I'm talking about somebody who comes in and really makes an impact, like Donovan Jackson. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Shout out Donovan Jackson, first round pick, came in,
Yeah.
automatic starter, and held it down.
Yeah.
We need one of those, and then we need somebody who gets 40% of snaps on defense or something right away off the bat. You know what I mean? Off the bat, coming in and making an impact for us on the defensive side or the offensive side of the ball, wherever it just needs to be. I think for Kwesi's sake, it better happen like that. That's all I'm saying, man.
So we got what 10 draft picks, right?
Yeah, I think we're at 10 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yep.
So 10. I mean, damn, I feel like
You feel like we need more?
not even more. With crazy, you never know, dog. But not
Yeah.
for now, I feel like 10. You should get 5 that hit, right? 6, like
Yeah, that's what you would hope. Yeah.
really, like damn.
So like my thing is, and it also depends on it also depends on, what we mean by hit, right? Because hit can also mean, okay, you draft the player in the 5th round. He doesn't come and start right away, but 2027 he's a starter or he's a rotational player at least. You feel me? Like, so I guess it just depends on what we mean by hit, because we can't expect all the picks to come out and start. We already got some starters. That's why I kept it to one impactful starter and then one, one rotational player that sees a lot of snaps, like he's in there playing a lot. And then the other 8, out of those other 8, all right, 50% of those, so 4 of those players are also in the ranks of coming up 3rd stringers, and then they move up to 2nd stringers, and they become depth pieces. And then you're gonna have 4 that just ain't gonna be shit. We know that. I mean, that's just the reality and the math of drafting, man.
The game.
It is what it is, bro. So I'm saying, like, out of 10 picks, man, 6 players total that actually become something.
Right.
2 of them actually make an impact in 2026.
Yeah. That makes sense, man. But yeah, Quasi, it's gonna come down to this draft, dog. We gotta build this team this year, man. And we got talent already, but Quasi he gotta prove that he can draft some players.
Yeah, no.
Like he gotta prove he can do it. I don't know what type of collaboration or what they doing, but like I say, revamp your scout team.
If you don't scout team, bro, we gonna post the list, man. I'm gonna send them to you, Big SKOL, man. We gonna post the list, bro. We got the list, man. We on them, man. We watching them. We're gonna see if it changes. It's on the Vikings website. If you just go to Vikings website and look up, you can look up the scouts, man. It's public information. Those are the people, like I stated earlier in the show, we don't talk about. The national media doesn't talk about. These are the people that we actually need to be paying attention to and asking, why are they still here? You know what I mean? The hard part about it is we don't know who's picking what.
Right. Exactly. And they're getting away with BS, man.
Yeah. So like, for example, Big SKOL, we don't, out of that list of 10 people on that list, we don't know we don't know which ones are actually going to pull up to the Bama and Indiana game. So it's hard to really put blame on, you know what I'm saying? So we just gotta get the whole list out of the building. You know what I'm saying?
So
The hands of one are the hands of all. God damn it! You know what I mean?
right, exactly. Hey, so with that list, do any of them have real credentials, or you still got to research that?
No, they're
With that,
real. Like, yeah, no, they work for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, they're
I'm saying, but have they proven they can find talent though?
I mean, shit, based off of what we've been seeing,
Right.
no. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Like shit. I mean, unless you want to give them Jordan Addison and
Yeah.
Donovan Jackson. But like, because I don't know, and that's another thing I may have to look into is I don't know if they're involved with free agency or anything like that. I think these are like their title is scouts. So like they're Viking scouts. So they're the ones that when Kwesi can't make it to 5 different games on a Saturday for college football, this team spreads out across the nation and goes and watch these players. They're in the building representing the Minnesota Vikings. They're the ones going to the Senior Bowl when they have the Senior Bowl, the Reese Senior Bowl, and the Shrine Bowl and shit like that. And these bowl games that are coming up, like these are the people that are out taking notes and shit and saying, "Oh yeah, number 5 right there on defense. We need to look into him and shit." Like, and it needs to be fixed, man. There's something broken there. I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, facts, man. So as far as the starter, so you say you get 2 that contribute right away, man. I feel like you get 10. You gotta, man, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
I mean, at least in a rotation, like, hold on. I don't know, man.
No, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you, bro. I would love that.
Yeah, I feel like you get 10. Like they gotta have now 2 or 3. I'll say 2 or 3 contribute right away. And then you got your rotational players, but I feel like just more got to hit, man, for the Vikings at least. Just where they at this point in time, because you need corners, you need safeties, you need O line, D line, interior at least. I mean, you're gonna pick 4 of those needs right away, or you gonna wait? Like, they got depending on what they do in free agency too.
Yeah. And look, this is a dangerous game though, too. Big SKOL with Kwesi having all those picks at his disposal because with all this Burrow and all this extra talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might be ready to flush them shit for real. Like hey, I got all these picks, man. All I need is about 3 picks in my pocket. We only had 4 picks last season. Shit, hey, all I need is about 4. And we'll make it work, man. We can get the rest of them away and get who we need. You feel me?
Hey, hold on. Hey, we got Dylan. Hold on, man. Dylan coming at you, man. Hold on, man.
Is that right being sorry? No, facts. Shout out my boy Dylan, man. Hey. Dylan said, man, we need more. We need more than 3. Shit.
Yeah. But I feel like Terry and Ingram gonna be a problem once he grow into his body, man. I really do. I like his style of play. Like he long, fast, athletic. Like that's a trench player right there,
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That could be a player that's considered a hit, right?
Yeah.
Flourish in the first year, but the second year, now he's a rotational player, like really getting, snaps that matter and not just getting thrown in the game when it's useless. And we're seeing little flashes of him so that would be considered a hit. That's what I'm saying too, is like in the 2026 draft, unfortunately, we're probably not going to see out of those 10 picks, you ain't going to see 6 of them go out there and be doing their thing. I mean, look what they did with Ty Felton, man. We had 4 picks, y'all, 4. And y'all know how I felt about Ty Felton. And I had some of the community telling me, "Oh no, Rap, he's really good. Go watch him and shit." And I did. And you know what? I still felt the same, man. Like, why? You already were, behind the 8 ball going into the draft.
Yeah.
And you pick a wide receiver, Ty Felton. Come on, man. Hopefully he turns out. I don't know. Hopefully he turns out. I just felt like we were too strong at wide receiver anyway to be going wide receiver. Like, come on, you thought that's what we would need going into 2025? A wide receiver?
I thought his speed would, make him beneficial, but he ain't really done shit.
Bro, he can't catch the ball. He can't catch the ball. The training camp, bro. I had multiple people on that were at training camp. Shout out Delton. Delton was at training camp. That be tapped in with you all the time, bro. He was at training camp. We've had these conversations, man. Ty Felton has a drop issue, bro.
That's crazy though, man. 3rd rounder. That's crazy. Okay, what does this dude say, Joel? Joel, if you trade for Burrow, you don't keep McCarthy. What are we saying here? Completely
Yeah.
down with the Burrow trade and keep and develop. You can't. You're not getting Burrow and keeping McCarthy. That's be the whole point of it. You're gonna have to let McCarthy go as well as other first rounders. That's just what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Ain't no way a team will let you keep McCarthy as well. They're losing a quarterback. So that
Yeah.
means the team you trade with will believe in McCarthy.
Unless you do it, unless you do it before the draft, to where the Bengals look at it as, okay, you guys have the 10th pick in the draft. We can use that now to go after a Ty Simpson if he's going to be entering the draft or something. And they say, hey, we're going to go after quarterback in the draft. We'll use that first round pick that you give us to replace it. There could be a scenario where you could keep both, but what is that? What is that going to do to JJ McCarthy though? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I mean, that you're damaging the kid at that point. You might as well let him walk for real. You might as well send him, because that's just telling JJ McCarthy, bro, we thought you were him, but we don't believe in you. You know what I mean?
I would think if the Bengals let go of Burrow, they would see something in McCarthy or any team at that. Hypothetically, any team. Like that's the reason.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It could be the case too, though.
Yeah, I don't know,
sure.
bro.
But like that you have to be careful. That's why I say the QB situation is going to be very sensitive in 2020 going into this offseason, because you really have to be careful what message you send. And those conversations we were having at the beginning of the show, Big SKOL, about how we don't believe that KOC and JJ McCarthy's personalities are clicking. We feel like there's some kind of disconnect there. We're going to find out here in the 2026 offseason. I'm going to tell you right now, hey, actions ain't going to lie. Trust me. We'll know. We'll know sooner than later, man. We a couple months away. We're going to know the real story on how he really feel, depending on the moves we make at the QB position.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like people are gonna be shocked. Like Quasi even spoke on it in a recent interview. Just bigging up McCarthy, saying he's showing growth, showing he can be Superman in big moments. So I think that people are gonna be shocked when potentially no moves are made at the far as the quarterback, dog.
Yeah.
Unless they bring a veteran in just to be a backup, compete with McCarthy maybe, but compete with Brosmer for the two, whatever. But I think they really believe in McCarthy at the end of the day. We're gonna see though, bro.
We definitely gonna see. We definitely gonna see. And again, I think there's definitely gonna be a quarterback move. I think the right move for me is just a veteran that comes in and is QB2 that can also bring some benefit, I guess, to development. I'm a firm believer in players shouldn't have to have the responsibility on coaching and developing young quarterbacks. Like people like bring Joe Flacco in because he can develop JJ. No, the coaches get paid to do that job.
Right, it's their
Like,
job.
you know what I mean? I don't want to put that. It's unfair for us to depend on Kirk Cousins or Joe Burrow to teach JJ McCarthy how to play in the NFL, bro. Like, I just don't. Yeah, it's KOC and the quarterback coach, Josh McCown. That's his job. All right.
How you feel about Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame?
I love him, man, but you know what? I don't want him on the team. I know my boy Nick, man. Shout out my boy Pop Punk. I don't want him on the team because it's gonna piss me off that we don't run the ball. Like we're gonna get Jeremiah Love and he's gonna be underutilized, and then we're gonna be continuing to call for KOC's head, like we're already doing, man. He doesn't use Jordan Mason. Right. He doesn't use Jordan Mason the way he should. These past couple games, he's been using the running back a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, come on, man. We get Jeremiah Love, bro, somebody who could be a game changer, but yet we watch him get shelved over and over again because KOC wants to drop back 50 times, man. That'll be the worst move that I can think of right now. That'll piss me the hell off, man. Like, I'll be cursing so much next year, man. Man, I don't know about that.
Man, yeah, dog. Shout out Dallas Turner, man. Shout out Smooth Bandito. Roll Tide, Skol Tide.
Shout out Papa Gary in the building. He said, we get him wrapped. KOC will use him. Okay. Well, you know what? I thought we would use your boy, the Jordan Mason too. You know what I'm saying? I thought we would use him too, man. I was excited to use Jordan Mason. We got lied to by Kevin O'Connell once again, telling us that we were going to run the ball and be aggressive at the line of scrimmage and do all this, and sold us a pipe dream once again, bruh. Once again. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust him, man. I'm sorry, Papa Gary and Nick. I don't trust our coach, bro, to use a Jeremiah Love the way he needs to be used. I'm sorry. I just don't, especially to spend the 9th or 10th pick on him. Like, shit, no. I know. That shit gonna irritate us, bro. I'm telling you. It's gonna irritate us, man. He's gonna want JJ McCarthy to try to throw for 4,000 yards next season, man. Believe me.
So you think next year KLC gonna come out doing the same shit he did beginning of the season this year? You don't think he gonna change his coaching ways?
I mean, based off of evidence, I don't think so. I gotta see it to believe it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like we've seen some good things, right? These past couple games that we talked about. So, like, you know, there's some type of okay, maybe he does see something and he knows something now. So yeah, that could be the case. But like right now, if I had to answer, no, because he lied to us 2 years in a row.
No, he did lie.
2 years in a row.
He did lie, dog. Wait, what did he say? He said we're gonna be more physical, more run the ball more, and he's straight. Like what happened there, KLC? That's what I be like. That's what I be telling everybody, dog.
2 years in a row, bro.
2 years. Come on, bro.
2 years in a row.
Can't trust that dude play calling, dog. Heavy.
So like now I'm being asked to just forget about that and just they're like, man, my grandma always said, man, believe what they tell you. Believe what they show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big fan.
Believe it. Don't believe what they tell you. Believe what they show you. Yep. All right. Yeah. And so I had to learn that harsh lesson with our coach, Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
Stop believing what he's telling you in April and May. All right. And start believing what he's showing you in September, October, November, December. And like, yes, Jeremiah Love, great player, bro. Like straight up. I love him. I just went and watched some of them a couple of days ago. And I was like, yeah, bro, dog would be a savage on that. He would be a savage. But man, it's just part of me can't buy into it because I mean, we had games where Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones were in their bag. I mean, the first couple of touches, they're getting 7-8 yards a pop. And what he just turns around and stops giving them the ball.
Stop running.
What light switch went off or turned off in your damn brain to tell you that we should stop doing that?
Yeah.
You know, you can't teach stupid, man.
Yep. He did that the whole season besides the past 3-4 weeks. You know, the Packers, he did the Packers game, you're getting 8 yards a clip. He called a dumb play on 3rd and 1. Seahawks game, you're running down the field, 3rd and 1, you call a pass. It's KOC, bro.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, George Blunt. Ain't nobody blaming Mason. Blaming Mason for what, dog? Shout out Jordan Mason. He did his job this year.
No, Jordan made that. I'm not blaming Jordan Mason at all. Like Jordan Mason should have gotten way more opportunities than what he got this year. Our coach refused to give him the opportunities, even after him proving that he can handle the load, bruh. Our coach still ignored it. That's what's That's what's frustrating, and that's why I'm like Jeremiah Love. The sound of it, it sounds great. But if I had to go, like, this is the thing, we're gonna be in between Jeremiah Love and Caleb Downs. So if you're telling me both of those guys are on the board, this is the thing. Jeremiah Love is going to need a bunch of components to operate for him to be successful. Okay, the offensive line is going to have to be good. The coach is going to have to give him the ball, let him do his thing. Caleb Downs, we know if we got Brian Flores as the defensive coordinator and him being a safety, he's going to change a lot of the game that we see, bro, just from being on the field. All right. The running back has to rely on too many things, bro, on top of our head coach specifically giving him the opportunities. And that's too risky, in my opinion. That's too risky. Yeah. I'm going Caleb Downs all day, every day.
Yeah. Shout out Caleb Downs, bro. Gotta get him, man. Ain't no way around it. We gotta get him. If you can get him, if you get him, you get him, period, man.
Yeah.
He definitely be a starter right away. Then you build a rest on it. But
that's a fact.
I want Downs bad, bro.
Yeah, me too. I think most Vikings nations is on Down and Love. You know, Love is a name. Love is a name that's been obviously Vikings Nation is hitching their wagon to, which is cool. Like again, I love Jeremiah Love, bro. Like I think he's the best running back in the nation, in my opinion. But like I just again for the Minnesota Vikings, if we had Harbaugh, give me him. You know what I'm saying? If we had Harbaugh, give me him.
You know,
But
you know,
unfortunately,
Harbaugh run the ball.
we have a former quarterback
Yeah,
that believes in throwing the ball more than anything, bruh.
yeah.
Anything. He doesn't care about the running. He doesn't value the running back position.
You know, Harbaugh run that damn ball, bro. Hold on. We got Mason is full of shit too. What? Hold on, Aaron Lee. We talking about Aaron Lee?
Yeah, no, you
The
tripping.
hell?
That was a violation, man. Flag on
Yeah.
the play, man.
Hey, I'll take your call right now, dog. You hear me?
Hey, you know, hey, Big SKOL be taking them fan cards, man. That's what I heard, man. Shout out to Evil. Two Evil's like, yeah, man, Big SKOL snatched my fan card.
Hey, Aaron Lee, man, I'll take the fan call, man. What you told, man. Hey, shout out Northfield. Say it's been a great show.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a great show, man. I appreciate it, man. We've been tapped in 2 hours and 30 minutes, man. We started late, y'all. We started like an hour late, but we gave y'all a bonus, man. We tapped in for 2.5 hours, man.
Yeah, fact. We're gonna do it more, man. We locked in now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Got
no, that's a fact.
all that.
Yep.
We're in there, bro.
Yeah, let's do that, man. This was a great dialogue, man. All right, we got to do this, man. Shout out Really Flawed real quick before we go. Shout out Really Flawed. Miss you, man. Appreciate you tapping in, Really Flawed. Y'all go tap in with her, man. Subscribe to her channel, talking some great ball over there. She talks all football, so make sure you tap in. College football too, Big SKOL, man. Really Flawed in the chat, man. You should go subscribe to her, bro. You won't be mad you did, man.
You say Really Flawed?
Yeah, Really Flawed. She commented at the bottom there. She's in the comments. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
man.
go tap in with her. Yeah, she'll jump on and do a show too, man. She love talking ball. You feel me? I'm gonna get her on. I'm gonna get her on again soon, man. I gotta tap back in with her. For real. So,
for sure.
Yeah,
good show,
man.
Bro. Good shit, man.
Hey, for sure, man. We appreciate everybody. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button after you leave my channel. Go hit the like button on Big SKOL channel as well, man. Let's hit the like button so our fans can see that replay too. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go.
SKOL Vikes, man. Hey, we run the North, man. Remember that.
Let's go, man. Kings of the North. For sure.
I'll let y'all, man. All right, bro. Good shit, man. For sure.